Oh, hello everybody. How are we doing today? We're gonna switch it up a bit. Let's do Yeah, okay, we'll do that one. Hello. How are we doing today? Welcome. Welcome to Will It TBR. I'm excited. Mom was excited. She's in jail right now. My puppies are here. So she's unhappy about being in jail. I'm very sorry. That she'll calm down in a second. Maybe. No. But my dogs are currently collapsed on the floor here. We went on a very big walk this morning. So, but we are, if we can get a little bit, there's a collapsed pie. Lucy is right here. All three of us went on the walk this morning. Mambo in her carrier on my backpack and stuff. So also let me know if the sound is okay for you. I moved the microphone for this, but I do have a fan going because it is so hot today. And my landlord lied about saying they switched on the AC. It has not been switched. I tried it today and it was still blowing hot air. Lovely. Wonderful. So this is a very special episode of Will It TBR, not only because it's SPFBO X, which I am a participant this year, but also because we're going to be doing one of the challenges that I got during my pre-order egg hunt. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, go watch that. It's super funny. But one of them was to do an accent spinner wheel live stream where I've put the accents I can do as best I can with the honest accents I honestly try to do well. Not that I do well, but I try on a spinner wheel. And so every entry that we're looking at today, I will be switching accents. That's what's happening. So for those of these SPFBO contestants that I am reading your synopsis today in a funny accent, I both would like to apologize and say you're welcome. If anyone in the chat does have an accent they would like me to attempt to do, you are welcome to. Just write it in the chat. I will add it to the spinner wheel. Right now, I have 6 different accents. I'm already slipping into a weird accent. 6 different accents that I'm confident in. I have more that I'm not so confident in. But we're going to try it out. You know? And if you're on Twitch, you can activate some other modes as well. There is sing mode, so you could make me sing an entire synopsis. We won't be getting through everyone today because there are 300 selected. Currently, that number may change and the entries may change. So I'm just going off what is currently on the phase 1. Oh, goodness. I'm tired. What's on the phase 1 list. I know that some of these that we may find actually may no longer be a contestant due to some technical stuff. But we'll still look at it because I do also intend to do the SPF no list because this year SPFBO's selection was more randomized. So that's we'll be doing that eventually. I'm going to do several episodes of Will It TBR in the next few weeks. So I also have a new work schedule, hence why I can do this now because I don't work on Fridays anymore. Woo! Cool. Got a GGST tournament in a bit, so I won't be saying that is okay. GGST. What is GGST? GGST. All I'm thinking is Guilty Gear. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. So we'll probably Guilty Gear Strive. I don't even know Guilty Gear Strive. I know Guilty Gear. I know old school Guilty Gear. That's what I love. Yes, but it's guilty. Guilty. Yeah. Good stuff. I love Guilty Gear so much. Anyway. So for those who don't know, SPFBO, brief introduction. SPFBO is the self-published fantasy blog off 10. SPFBO X. So we're SPFBOX this year, where this is the 10th round. And there are 10, kind of 11, because one of them is together. Stop yawning. I'm drinking the energy drink. They have an Alani Nu right now. Well, I'm definitely going to have to look at Guilty Gear Strive, because that sounds so fun, because I love Guilty Gear. So there were 595 applicants, I believe. This is the demographics, but there are there's 10 blogs. So we're probably going to go over maybe 2 or 3 today. Depending, I will be skipping one particular name on this list because we don't support him. And I'm kind of annoyed that he's in this competition, and I would appreciate the SPFBO judges to take a look at who has applied. And I don't think anyone who has committed actual fraud or catfished a bunch of people on the internet should, and in real life, should be allowed to participate, in my opinion. Okay, cool. So we will not be sharing one person who unfortunately is in this first group. This is a cool little graphic, though. Love this. I think I got one of my words in here, creatures. Yeah, creatures. Creatures. For Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids. If you don't know, I'm the author of the Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids. I'm in like the 9th blog group, so we won't be going over mine today because it'll be a hot second before that happens. But these are here are the high rollers for who have a lot of ratings. My book, unfortunately, does not have a lot of ratings. I'm really bad at doing my own marketing. So if you have read my book, please go rate it on Goodreads and on Amazon and leave a review. That'd be dope. All right. So without further ado, oh wait, I didn't fully explain. So SPFBO separates these 300 applicants into 10 different groups, 10 different blogs that will review them over the next 5 months. Stop yawning. And then they will pick a winner, and then those winners out of each blog are the finalists, and then all the blogs read all the finalists, and they give them a point score, and the highest points out of all the groups wins, basically. This is a really cool competition. I think it's great, even for those who don't win. It's a great way for people to learn about indie books, because the indie world is very difficult to make a name for yourself in. I mean, it is difficult in traditional too, but traditional, you have a little bit more support. When you're independent like me, you're kind of on your own for the most part. I'm very much on my own with this. So this kind of competition is very good for someone like me who needs a little external help getting it out there. So I really need to stop yawning. That's also my voice warming up. That's one thing if you don't know. Yawning is your vocal cords warming up. Hi, Nina. Hi. Oh, it's okay. I'll be going for a bit. We'll be here for a while. So, woo. Yeah. I'll be here as long as my dogs stay asleep and don't need to go outside again. But they're pretty conked out. We did a good hour-long walk today with everybody. There's a TikTok up for it. Lucy is dreaming right now. She's actively dreaming. Her little paws are going. It's very cute. Oh no. Now I just want to stare at my dog. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you? I need to wake you. Go back to sleep. Okay. All right. Anyway, so we're going to be going through Fantasy Faction for sure. We'll see how long that takes. We're going to try to get through Fantasy Book Critic as well. And then these are the two that go together, Lynn's Books and The Critique and Chemist. They read together, I guess. We will see. That's probably max what we can get done today. And then next week we'll do another round and all that jazz. So, Shaw. Oh, thank you for sending me the Guilty Gear Strive stuff. That looks very fun. I love it. I just played a new game yesterday too. I played Content Warning. And that was really, really fun. So, okay. Let's begin. So I'm gonna spin my wheel and see what I'm at. Where we're at first, okay? I'm gonna just let you guess what I'm doing. That'll just prove what we're doing. Okay, so we are doing If the Walls Fall by K Melody. That is our first one. It's book 1 of the Ascent Trials. And I love this cover. I love a kind of a busy cover like this. It's very beautiful. Oh, yes. I love this dragon. The color compost is great. This does not look AI generated to me, which is a big thing that we do look for. Is that is enough out of you? You have something on your face. Have a thing. There we go. Okay. So anyway, let us look at the synopsis for If the Walls Fall. These are all indie and self-published books. So self-published is what they should all be, which is they indie self-pub overlaps. So they are all, that's the whole competition is self-published. Oui. Okay, so this is a romance of 16, a fantasy world demanding she save it. Can Grace prove she's not their prophesied hero without losing her life or her heart? If you live life like you're in a romance novel, ending up in a fantasy saga would surprise anyone. For serial romantic reader Grace, she's less surprised and more disbelieving. When she arrives in the kingdom of Dernier, she assumes it's all a dream. After all, down there is a world full of magic and attentive love interests. Something no rational 17-year-old could believe is real. Even more improbable are the hints that Grace was brought to save the kingdom from their northern enemies, magical immortals like the mysterious woman who seek to tear down the walls caging them in. But as a non-magical human with no special powers, unless turning every situation into a romantic plot counts, Grace can barely keep herself alive, much less harness the skills needed to save the world. While Grace struggles to prove she's not the girl they're looking for, outside forces drag her towards a deadly conclusion, one that may cost more than just her new friendships. To escape their evils threatening to destroy the kingdom and protect her first love, she must confront her own definition of heroism and discover her inner power before it's too late. Well, very nice. It does say, unfortunately, fans for A Court of Sons of Roses by Sarah J. Maas, which I'm not. But I am a fan of Uprooted by Naomi Novik and the Focus the Air series by Holly Black. Wonderful. So this is book 1 of 3. We have the second one here, When Walls Rise. Very lovely. There's one unreleased and unavailable book is excluded. I don't know what that means. Maybe the third one. This actually looks very fun for a YA series. I love the play on all of the romantic, like if you're into romance. I love romance. So I definitely, it is on Kindle Unlimited. So I will be definitely adding it to my list here. Beautiful. Very lovely. Wonderful K Melody. I am excited to see how you come out in this competition. If anything, I have added you to my TBR. And I will now spin the wheel for a different accent. I hope you all enjoyed my terrible French accent. I should have done my c'est pourtant ne quitte pas en proposé d'homme because sometimes I felt a little German in that, but that's not my fault because I am German. All right. Spinning the wheel. Oh no. I hope this is a high fantasy next. I'm really hoping it is. Okay. So our next one, we're going to go over here, sharing this tab while I search this one. Oops. Is this the right one? Okay. I hope you all enjoyed that. All right. Hold on. I have to put myself in it. Victor Abrakmanova. Right. Okay. Hello. We are now looking at The Lady of Dragons by Shelby Elizabeth. This cover looks very nice. It looks hand-drawn. I love the scales on the dragon. Very lovely. Does not look AI generated, in my opinion, but I am not an overall authority on that. I may have special guest laters who are better at spotting AI, but this does not look AI to me. You can't tell the difference between accents, but I think your French is good. Well, I hope you like my Russian because that's what we're doing now. But I love this cover. I love that her hair matches her dragon. Lady of Dragons Part 1, All the World's a Story. Let's see, there's 2 books in this series. It is a Friends to Lovers fantasy romance, which is very nice. What was that accent? You will be bound, dragon and human. Finlay McDonnell wants nothing more than to be a dragon knight, a warrior bound with a dragon partner, intent on ridding the kingdom of its dragon-killing monarchy. Oh, those bastards. Well, she might want one thing, just a bit more. Evander, her childhood friend, now keeper of the dragon sanctuary. Scouting with Evander one day, Finlay's attempt to save a dragon goes horribly wrong, and she inadvertently ties her fate to the dragons. Their souls bind, leading Finlay powers like those of the mages the knights are sworn to destroy. After passing the trial to train as a knight, Finlay discovers a devastating truth about the beloved dragon. To save them, she'll need to risk her dream of becoming a true knight, her chance at a happily ever after with Evander, and maybe her very identity. This looks very nice. Oh, it ran on Kindle Vella, which is great. Okay, it's also on Kindle Unlimited. Very lovely. We've got also Lady of Dragons Part 2 here. Oh, I think that we've got Evander on that one. Oh, there they are. Look how cute. They're holding hands. They're so good. Friends, again, another friends to lovers. Now, sometimes I'm not really into friends to lovers because sometimes the way that I've seen it done in the past, which I think people are grasping and they're doing better now, is it's very unrequited, one-sided, and usually it's the male who's in love with the girl, but the girl has like dating other ones, and so he becomes like, I'm just a nice guy kind of crap, and that's usually why I don't like the trope. But when it's done very well, where it's like both like subsequent pining, but both parties are afraid to talk about their feelings, that's when it's more enjoyable for me. So this looks great, and again is going on the TBR. So let me just add that to my list. Beautiful, very excited. At this point, someone who's not using a cheap service and knows what they're doing is pretty much impossible to tell it's AI. I'm so good at that. Well, thank you so much. I was an actor for a while, so I should hope I will be able to. But these are just my funny, gimmicky accents. I used to do them with puppets a long time ago. So my puppet was a whale shark. His name was Victor Abrakmanova, and he was a Russian whale shark. Don't know why. And then I had the French T-Rex who was Pierre. And I can't even say his name without going back into the French accent. But that's Lady of Dragons. I definitely think that's going to be a very fun, lovely time. I think both of the last 2 that we have just read would pair well with my book Hisfakak, with Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids, because they have they're very cozy, not cozy necessarily, like this does seem high stakes, but in terms of the magic with the romance, and they're kind of YA. They're both YA. Mine is technically YA, even though I do have adult characters as POVs. But I have 2 characters who are both teenagers as well, that are also friends to lovers, and it's very cute. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Wonderful. I don't know, if I was the blog, I wouldn't know how to pick who would make it. I mean, obviously, I'd have to read the books. Maybe one day I'll be a SPFBO judge. That would be very excellent. Okay, we're going to go back and spin my wheel again and see what we get next. We're about to do a very different accent. Okay, hold on. Oh, this will be an interesting one to do for this. Oh, Hold on, I'm having trouble finding it. Justin Doyle. There it is. Gladys, we need more bars. Okay, hey everyone. If you don't know, I'm actually from Minnesota, so this is more so my native accent. We're going to look at Justin Doyle's Embargo on Hope next here. This is Embargo on Hope. Now, potentially, this one could be an AI cover. I'm not 100% sure. It does, I mean, these are kind of far silhouettes, but it does look like that person only has like 2 fingers. Not sure. I can't 100%. It looks very nice though, you know, real pretty. I like the font, like how it sits in the cover is very nice. So even gads have secrets. Star marked book 1. You know, don't you know? Sure, yeah, sure, you betcha. Okay, really steadily into this accent right now. But this is how my a lot of my family back in Minnesota does speak like this. So let's get into Embargo on Hope. Even gods have secrets. On planet Vestir, worth is set by the sins of one's ancestors. Good families rise to the elite and the wicked fall into poverty. Unfortunately for 16-year-old Darren Mark, his father incited a revolution. Oh, that's too bad, honey. Now Darren scrounges his way through life in the slums. When Vestir is surrounded by an embargo, it gets even harder to survive. That all changes when an alien ship slips through the embargo, seeking Darren with an offer. Finish the revolution and the embargo ends. He might have a chance thanks to mysterious magic powers and his 2 companions, clairvoyant crush Fira and soldierly alien Kayla. Cutthroat killers, mystical beasts, vampires, power-hungry priests, and lords and self-serving spies stand in their way. If the 3 of them can crack his father's secret, maybe they can end the embargo and save the poor. If not, another poor orphan will be added to the growing piles of the dead. Excuse me, I added a the. Okay. I'm not sure if this is totally for me. Actually, wait a second. This doesn't feel... This is science fiction. That's not supposed to be in here. I guess it's borderline sci-fi fantasy because there is magic powers. So that makes sense. It's still fantasy, but I know that there's a different competition for the sci-fi. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It can have fantasy elements. I was totally like, bleh. My brain just totally short-circuited on everything there. Okay. That's very interesting. It's feeling like I have another book that's kind of like this, where like the kid's father cited a revolution. I mean, I guess that's a pretty common trope now because I just read Bonds of Brass, which also has that sort of thing. I don't know why I do this with my hair when I'm in this accent, by the way, but I do. I'm a little nervous that we have these 2 characters here. I'm not sure if, I mean, he has a crush on Fira, but how will that play out? I'm a little nervous for that because I don't like a love triangle if there is one. Rich sci-fi identity details went into a blender. Out came this book. That's a great kind of review there. Swordplay and interplanetary casts. Okay. You know, I'll add it. Oops. No, stop it, honey. We're going to add it to the list. Is this KU as well? So this one's not on KU, but it's only $1.99. On the paperback's only $5.38 right now. It's a 68% off. Wow, that is quite the deal. So if you want a paperback copy, it's almost more worth it to get that rather than a Kindle, you know, whatever you want. So I hope you all enjoyed my Minnesotan accent. I'm going to go spin my wheel again. Oh, I love a good spam call in the middle of a live stream. That's super fun. Oh, got to switch up again. Okay. Going over here for Louise Holland. Ooh, come here. Is this correct? That's the correct one. All right. Hold on, I have to get into this one again. Oh, bless. Oh my God, I'm still in Minnesotan. Bless your heart. No, that's still Minnesotan. My God, switching from Minnesotan to this accent's really hard. Hold on, I've completely lost this accent. Why can't I do this accent all of a sudden? Oh my God, can I not do this accent right now? What's a good warm-up for Southern? Why, jubilation tea corn pone. I don't know. That's not really Southern. That's just hillbilly. Oh my God. As a divine, May wields her strange gifts, working as a mercenary. There we go. Now we're a bit more Southern. All right. That took a hot second to get into the Southern accent from moving in from Minnesota. So Spark of the Divine by Louise Holland. This looks pretty cute, but it does look a little AI. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not entirely sure if it is. I've just seen this kind of thing with AI covers before where the silhouettes like that. And it's missing a few things. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure about that. But that hand looks a little wonky. And doesn't look AI to you? Okay, you probably know a little bit better. I mean, I guess the tree doesn't look AI to me. It looks a little bit more like kind of what Tycho does and does the digital drawing. I'm just not sure about the people, because sometimes people put, they mesh up some stuff that's AI into that, especially like I don't see where her feet go. It could just be in, I don't know if they're on sand, because there is a beach there. A beach there. So I'm not entirely sure on where that is. I do like the font. I think the font's very nice. It looks very old school. Kind of like what you would see back in like the 80s and 90s on mass market paperbacks. It gives that kind of nostalgic vibe. So I don't hate that. Let's take a look at the synopsis, shall we? We got a high fantasy. It's based on a true story. How does that work if it's a high fantasy? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Save the gods, save their realm. As a divine, May wields her strange gifts working as a mercenary until a simple rescue job has the crew uncover a plot to steal divinity from the gods. Oh, I almost slipped into Minnesota. And when the god May serves is attacked, apparently my Southern just becomes real Minnesotan. When the gods May serve is attacked, she must find a way to restore their power before the entire 7 realms will be thrown into chaos. With the kingdom of Altea already on the edge of war, the divinity of all gods at stake, the crew must travel beyond their country and their realm to save it. But each member has their own agenda, and forbidden romance and deadly betrayal threaten to break them apart. Originally inspired by a years-long D&D campaign and the first installment of the epic fantasy series The Calorak Chronicle, Spark of the Divine, I keep slipping into Minnesotan, brings a group of reluctant heroes on a quest to save a god as the fate of their realms hangs in the balance. Will they find what they desperately seek, or will the secrets they keep from one another be their undoing? Can they master their fields to defeat an evil their world has ever seen? Is it the strength of the god that matters, or the belief of the divine? Now, there's the only thing that is making me hesitate with this one, because it does look very interesting. I would say it because it has that religious undertone to it, because it's God's believers kind of stuff. So that part makes me a little uncomfortable, because I'm not a very religious person. But I do think, because it's so heavily fantasy and D&D campaign, that this could be a very does say for Brands of Brando Sando, which is great. Let's take a look down here. I love that she has that pink hair. Hope she still has it, because sometimes those pictures are old. Mine's very old. Old school fantasy. I told you, old school fantasy with real heart lyrical magic. I do like a good lyrical one. Absolute blast. Well, that looks very... Oh, look, from other countries. That's pretty cool. From Australia. Is she Australian? Hold on. Is this an Australian author? I have no idea. Does not say in her author bio. But she does list Brandon Sanderson, Robin Hood as the main author influences, which is great. I don't care about the Taylor Swift thing. I'm not a T-Swiftie, but I'm not really a listen to any kind of artist in English anymore or anything. I listen to audiobooks. That's my life. All right. Oh, she is Australian. Thank you. Wonderful. Well, I like having, not just Americans on my TBR because, being an American, that's where I get a lot of my marketed. I marketed a lot of that. So it is available on KU for y'all. So I will go ahead and add that to my TBR. And again, my Southern accent really slips into that Minnesotan. I really can't do them back to back with each other. All right, we're spinning the wheel again and seeing who we can get out of this as we move over to the next. The next one is The Forest at the Heart of Her Mage by Hiyodori. One name. Hiyodori. All right, who are we doing? I don't want to do this one in this accent. No. We're back to Minnesotan. I don't want to do Minnesotan in this one. It's a Japanese name. I don't want to do it that way. All right. Well, anyway, we're doing The Forest at the Heart of Her Mage by Hiyodori. Like saying Japanese names in this accent hurts me because if you don't know, if you're new here, I lived in Japan. I do speak Japanese. That's so annoying to me that I have to read this in this accent now. Oh, this is a sapphic fantasy romance. We love all the gay books. Let's look here. Hi, Jess. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream of Will It TBR Spinner Wheel Accent Edition. I do kind of love this cover, though. I love a good silhouette. You're not helping. You're not helping. No. I don't think it's AI. What do you think? Do you think it's an AI cover? I don't think it is. I don't know. It's got a lot of layers to it. But I'm loving this silhouette in the background. That's pretty nice. Okay. All right, let's see what this is. After years of city life, Tiller is finally ready to revisit the magical forest where she grew up. But the forest has turned deadly, and Tiller has no magic of her own. To survive, she'll need a bodyguard. Tiller finds only one mage willing to escort her, a woman named Carnelian, a soldier with a pretty face and a dodgy reputation. Carnelian loves parties, drinking, flirting, big spending, and taking risks that others would find downright unthinkable. She'll happily lead Tiller to the heart of the devouring forest, but she won't do it for free. The two of them live in a country where magic users like Carnelian labor under lifelong legal restrictions. The fastest ticket to greater liberty, getting married, which is why Carnelian, known far and wide as the mage who no one would wed, demands Tiller's hand in marriage as her payment. Cautious, reserved Tiller never lets strangers invade her personal space. She's horrified by the prospect of marrying a mischievous gambler, but she still needs Carnelian's magic to overcome the wild monsters blocking the path back to her childhood home. And the deeper they go in the forest, the greater the danger. Tiller will have to learn very quickly how to deal with the darker side of her would-be wife. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Immediately going on the list. It's queer and like arranged marriage, forced proximity. Like that seems so fun. This seems hilarious and super fun. It's huge. Look at that. It's as big as his Fakak. That's great. So Hiyodori, is it does live in her Tokyo apartment, which is great. So we have that in common. Well, I'm not there anymore, but you know, the accent makes it 10 times better. Ah, that's fantastic. I'm really excited that there's another person here who is lived in Japan. Super great. Great. Lovely gayness. That's wonderful. I already love it. I love it. Wonderful. Already added this one to my to-do list. Yes. That's what we're doing. We're going to add it. It's will it TBR, you know? Will it in fact go on the TBR? Okay, please give me a different accent other than my Minnesotan one. Please, spinner wheel. You get off of that. You get off of that. It's still on Minnesotan. It's still on Minnesotan. I can show you all. It's still on Minnesotan. Wonderful. Well, I guess we're just going to stay here as we move to Moon Shadow's Guardian. Moon Shadow's Guardian. Is this the correct author? Diana Gunn. Okay. Moving over here. All right, here we go. Moon Shadow's Guardian. Now, I'm always looking at hands first, and that hand does look very strange to me. I'm not 100% happy with that. The fact that the castle doesn't look fully rendered actually makes me think it's not AI, unless that's a style you can choose in that. It just... Trying to examine. It's just that hand that's really throwing me off for if it's AI or not. But I don't think it is, but I don't think it's the best quality cover that we could use for this. But it's not horrible. It's just not my favorite cover. All right. Oh, this is a fantasy horror novel. That'll be fun. Okay. Let's see what this one's about. All Rihanna has ever wanted is freedom. Unfortunately, that's the one thing her kind cannot have. Bound by the curse in her demonic blood for millennia, Rihanna has tried several times to bend the rules and live out her life in the mortal realm. Now her consistent rule breaking has drawn the attention of Loki, god of mischief, the main tormentor of Rihanna's kind. But instead of punishing her, he offers her the escape she has always desired. All she has to do is save the kingdom of Moonshadow from a mysterious magical plague. Armed only with the inherent power of her own blood and Loki's pet dragon, Rihanna is determined to fight for the right to create her own destiny. However, when her mission forces her to destroy the last remnants of an ancient culture, Rihanna must ask, what is freedom really worth? Moonshadow's Guardian is a dark fantasy novel about the meaning of belonging and the struggle to create a future not defined by your past. Okay. Sorry, messages happen. All right, 334 pages. SEO writer. What does SEO stand for? I feel like I'm very dumb. A fun light read, enjoyable. Okay. Hello, RC. Welcome to the special edition Will It TBR accent spinner wheel live stream. We are currently in Minnesotan accent while looking over Moonshadow's Guardian. I don't know. I don't really understand that it's horror, but maybe that's more in the book itself. Search engine optimization. That's so funny. Wait, why is that? Wait, that doesn't make sense to me. Is a search engine optimization writer and digital marketing. Okay, wait, no, that makes sense. That's their day job. Okay. That now it's clicking a little bit more. I don't know if I'll necessarily add this one to my TBR. It is blending a lot of stuff just because of like the Loki, the god of mischief. I know I'm so confused all the time though. And I do like this message though, because it's like, just like something that we do in the real world of destroying cultures. It's what people have done for, thousands of years to wipe out other civilizations. So she's asking herself that question, if it's like, worth it for putting herself first or making sure that this other culture survives, So that's an interesting concept. I'm going to add it for now, but I'm not sure it's totally up my alley personally, which is okay. This could be other people's, but it's not totally like I'm super hyped about it. I was hyped a little bit more about some of the other books on here. So, okay. I'm just going to keep sharing my accent. So if you guys have another accent you want me to throw on this wheel, let me know. We are back into the French. Back into the French. Defy. CS Doraga. Oops. Nope. Oh, I spelled the name wrong. Oh, stop. There it is. Have I looked at this book before? Maybe not. Okay. The confusion. Oh, we already read that. What am I doing? I'm just going to constantly confuse myself. So we are looking at Divi, Rise of the Empress by C.S. Doraga. I love this knife with the beautiful textures on it. Nice little chains there. But where does it go? Where, unless it's just looping behind. It could just be looping behind the knife. Beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I need Tycho and them on this stream to help me decide if this is a AI or not. It might be AI because we have these little weird things here that I'm not sure what they are, but I know I've seen this in AI covers before. I don't know. Yeah, okay, you're saying it's AI. Well, that is unfortunate. It looks it to me. The textures do look a little strange on the knife, even though I like the pattern. But if it's an AI cover, it is giving the AI a cheap AI. So by default, AI covers do not make it on my TBR because I do not like the support of stolen art, because AI is theft, especially for AI art. So I don't read it. I will still read it and still take a look at it, because maybe if the author makes a new edition, then we can add it to the list. But I don't do it with anything that currently is AI. Okay, the Aridian Empire is rife with discontent and animosity. Now, Imperial Princess Rodina has a choice: stay trapped in a life that terrifies her, or betrays the trust of her parents, the two people she loves more than anything. Sheltered from most of the Empire's turmoil, Rodina has spent her entire life preparing for her 18th birthday, the day she will inherit the throne of a country she has never seen with her own eyes. Her parents believe she is capable of greatness, but she believes she is doomed to fail. Then, her entire world is turned upside down by a betrayal she never thought possible, a betrayal that leaves her nearly dead. With the help of a creature long thought extinct, a dragon, Rodina uses the situation to run, determined to finally be free, but earning her freedom isn't that simple. Someone knows she survived. To win her freedom for good, she may have to find the strength. She may have to find the strength she's never had in order to fight an evil long forgotten, but responsible for the Empire's dark creation and eager to do worse. And if Rodina can't, then she has her left. Then oh my gosh, I'm so far, I can't read anymore. And if Rodina can't, then the little she has left, her friend, her homeland, and her freedom might be lost forever. So we have a young adult epic fantasy series. So this seems interesting. I'm just depressed that this is an AI cover, so I cannot put it on my list. unfortunately. I understand that some authors have to use AI because they do not have the funds to hire a cover artist, but it is still theft. And so I cannot support it. I understand why you've had to use it, but personally, as someone who is also broke as shit, I saved up to get my caviar and made connections with people who helped to make my book look as beautiful as it is. So unfortunately, it can't go on TBR, but it might go on somebody else's. Well, see, the way AI works is that it's taking, stuff from existing artists without their permission. So that's where the theft comes in, and how it feeds into the AI engine to make the art. So that's why I don't support it. We don't have any. There's some that can, but I don't think the people that are using it are looking into it. I don't think there's enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Enough. I can't think of the word. What is the word I'm looking for? It needs more regulation, it needs more steps to prevent it from becoming theft. Because, this author doesn't tell us where it came from. I can't guarantee that they use, an AI that does have artist permission. We don't have any way to verify that. There's no verification for me personally to find out if it's stolen or not, or if it's using stolen art. So that's why I can't support it right now until we have better means of verification, regulation. That's what I mean by it. So I really don't support it right now until we can improve it to a point that is easier and just better to monitor what is being stolen and what is not. That's what I mean, I suppose. But they don't list where it came from, so I can't verify. So it doesn't get to go on the list until that is verified. Okay. Moving on. Spinning the wheel again. And sharing here as we go to this one. I should have a slice that's like just my accent. Just me talk. It really doesn't want to do British today. It doesn't want me to do that. Come here. Let's go. All right, so next one. Julia V and Ken Bibel. I don't know if that's how you say the name correctly, but we are doing Sticks and Bones, Seattle Slayers #1. I am not a huge fan of this cover, but this is a very standard type of cover that I don't like. Hello, Ian. Welcome to Will It TBR. I'm not saying that the government needs to look into AI, but I would like those AI providers to do it ethically. But there's no way for us to, right now, as it stands, there is no basic standards for AI because it is such a new one. Wait a second. I feel like I've seen this before. Is this? I'm pretty sure this is AI cover as well. Yes, it is. It has all this weird flying things. And I get that it's supposed to be crumbling, but I'm pretty sure. Did we look at this in CL Canon Book Fair? Some of these might overlap. They might overlap. I think this was, though. I recognize this. But this style of cover is not my favorite. I'm not a big fan. I do recognize this now. I'm looking at the description here. Looks like transfer from the Saints Row cover art. I don't know Saints Row, but this very much looks like AI generated cover. At least she has all her fingers there. Except I don't know about those fingers. Those fingers look a little weird. But I don't like, person on cover. That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of, having people on covers. That's a personal preference. But we'll go ahead and still read it. But I think I've read this before on a Will It TBR. But we'll do it again because this is SPFBO. Roxy's got 2 hammers, a bit of breaker magic, and the deathbed promise she made to her father. The Seattle Slayers, an elite cadre of fighters dedicated to protecting the city, is having their trials for new initiates. My dad was a Slayer, one of the best. I thought his legacy might give me an edge in the trials, but I was wrong. If anything, it made them harder on me. But joining the Slayers is my best chance to save my mom, and maybe I need to see if I can fill my dad's shoes. The only thing standing between me and my dreams are all the other elite fighters and magic users who want their spot on the Slayers too. I will battle them all. Fey warriors, river demons, and vicious Mage who hates my guts. I've got my hands full, but a certain vampire princeling further complicates my life, even as he saves it. He's powerful, handsome, and deadly, a combination I find hard to resist. So yes, I definitely have reviewed this one before. Well, not reviewed, but looked at it before. I'm not putting it on the TBR. It does not look up my alley at all. I like this review. It's just urban. 3 stars. Urban. That's an interesting way to review. All right. But yeah, not my vibe. Not my thing. It does look like all the standard female badass type books. Nothing really striking me, particularly for my taste, and that's okay. All right. Going here. Spinning the wheel. Sure. All right. Why not? Is this the correct one? No. This one. This is the correct one. All right. Okay, it's back to Minnesotan for Children of Rima. Or Rima? I don't know. Seeds of the Fallon. All right, let's take a look at here. Right. This does not look AI. Now, that horse does look a little wonky to me. The horse looks, he looks squished. Does he look squished to anybody else? I like all that. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Is this like a half AI cover? No, I've just been spinning it myself. A couple of times I've been showing you the wheel. I like the tree in the back, but the people don't look great. They do look a little juvenile to me in terms of art. Not that I'm an artist, and I really can't comment on that. But yeah, it doesn't look great on that side. It kind of looks like some of my sister's art, because my sister's an artist when she was like in 8th grade. You know what I mean? The rest I like. I like the text font. That looks nice. I do think the children gets a little last in this person up here. A little last there. But that's okay. I'm not sure what these are up here. It looks, I don't know. Yeah, these for sure are human. That's human. I'm not sure about this. Because it's such a drastic different style than like what these guys look like. That's what's kind of setting me off, unless they use like 2 different artists to kind of combine them together. Not sure. I do think the name also gets a little lost in the title, like in the Miriam Yvette gets a little last. So yeah, it's all a little last there. So we could make some improvements. But overall, it's still very eye-catching, I would say. All right, let's look at what this one's about. Celestials, light versus darkness, enemies to lovers. A secret identity hides the truth, but what happens when it becomes a cage? The irritable and uncommitted Lucan Greystone, or is it Lucin? Lucan, I don't know, has to live under an alias, his true self hidden in a human body. No one can know he's a celestial of the cosmos, as those were the wishes of his mother before she was taken. But when a murder attempt sends Lucan to a small town, he must depend on the Harrow family to trek the long, perilous road back to his friends, all while suffering Elaine Harrow's company, the town's heathen who nearly killed him. Elaine Harrow wants to undo the wrongs of her past, even if that means fulfilling a vow of marriage and leaving her romantic life in the hands of another. Upon meeting Lucan, she finds his existence a danger, yet he's always the one who rescues her, even when he can barely stand her. When Elaine discovers one of the Remus children ensnared in darkness, the journey may be more than they bargained for. We've got some quotes. Let's read some quotes. What I'm trying to say is everyone paints their own story, and sometimes that brush is in someone else's control. In the end, we make decisions we're not proud of, fall into potholes we can't get out of, but don't think for a second any one of you is walking with a white canvas. There is nothing wrong with hoping. She wiped Corey's tears away and moved away the curls that stuck to her freckled cheeks. It's all we can do when things are out of our control happen. Elaine. Every day is a new opportunity to be a better person. If you lose sight of that, then you lose a piece of yourself and the things that you hold dear. Those are nice quotes. Even better in my accent. They sound like my grandma telling me. Okay. All right. It seems fun. I'm going to add it. We're going to add that one. It seems kind of fun. You know? I'd really like for my mouth to stop trying to yawn. Okay. We're fine. Spinning my wheel while we share this and go to the next one. Hope you all are enjoying this. Who's this by? Stephen Harrington. I'm going to have to find it over here on Amazon. Yes, Amazon. Let's look. Let's look. Oh. Okay, so we are back to the French with this. Now, this cover, I don't like it. I know this like template is from the Amazon templates of when you're publishing them. It is not a good template. I don't like that. I'm also not sure how I feel about this kind of, what would you call it? Kind of snow effect, like from TV Snow, you know? That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Cheryl. But yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, you have this great kind of interesting art piece behind here, but this sets it all off. The text I don't think is great. Yeah, this is just using Amazon to create the cover, and I don't think anyone should be using those because I think that's terrible, in my opinion. But I hope the interior is much better than that. Let's find out. Magic, mystery, and destinies entwine as two worlds collide. In the world of the Midgarden, synesthesia is the only... Her name is Synesthesia. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a medical condition. Is the only youngling. Orphaned as a child, her solace lies in the companionship of her loyal dog, Bron. We love a good loyal dog, right? As mine are sleeping. And the tales with her cherished books. But an unexpected twist of fate alters her path forever when her uncle insists on her That's a typo. At the prestigious academy. On her treacherous journey, fate intervenes in the form of an enigmatic griffin cat, a mysterious creature with the uncanny ability to delve into her thoughts, unraveling secrets she never knew existed. Within synesthesia lies a power shrouded in the mist of time, a force that defies comprehension and beckons her to unlock its hidden potential. In parallel narratives, Seth awakens in a foreign realm, his body battered and carrion birds circling ominously ominously above. His rescue by a mysterious figure sets in motion a mesmerizing saga that crosses the borders of the worlds, unveiling mysteries and interconnected destinies. Meanwhile, Brother Octavian, overseeing his monastery, catches sight of a blaze in the valley below. Investigating the aftermath, they discover... Oh my gosh, I can read, I promise. Investigating the aftermath, they discover the scorched remnants of a traveling show, the lone survivors being a peculiar girl shielding a dying boy. Villagers brand them as demons from hell, but their true identities remain shrouded in mystery. This one's a no from me. I don't know what this is about. There's a vibe that's not meshing with my vibe. Perhaps, you know? Yeah, it's a very confusing synopsis. I'm not entirely sure what this book is. Yeah. It has, like, I get that there's parallel narratives, which can work very well. But the way the synopsis is written, I'm very confused by this one. So it's not my vibe. Might be someone else. I do have to laugh that his name is Stephen Harrington, not Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. I was like, why am I stuck on that name? That is why. But it is available on KU for those who are interested in it. Personally, for me, it's not going on my TBR. Okay. Go back over here. Spinning my wheel again. We're finally getting a different accent. All right. The Will of the World by M.J. Lindemann. Pulling it up. Oop, there we go. All right, we're finally in a British accent. I'm comfortable here. We have The Will of the World by M.J. Lindemann. Now, okay, no, that's on purpose. Okay, look, I see the bone sticking out, and for a second I thought this might be AI just because of the fingers evaporating moment. But I think there's a purpose to the evaporation via this crystal stone. That looks nice. If you think this is AI, let me know. I personally am not. I'm thinking this is actually drawn. This might actually be drawn. It's got some of the light shadows is what that is, it looks like. Yeah. Let me know what you think of that one. And we will get on with reading the synopsis for this one. So, may the will of the world guide your path. Plagued by the relentless husk, the populace must seek refuge behind barriers powered by crystal pylons provided by the guild. But maintaining these safe havens comes at an extortionate price. As settlements are lost to greed, the tide of abominations surge, threatening to sweep humanity away. 4 lives intersect amidst the storm. A mercenary with a penchant for thievery and a hunger for glory. An assassin on a path of vengeance for her lost life. A senator with machinations to save the world from inevitable collapse. A mystic with immense potential and little control. All 4 possess the power to save the world. Will their efforts avoid the coming calamity or incite catastrophe? Ooh, if you enjoy the magic and intrigue from books and series such as Sword of Kaigan, Wheel of Time, and Shadow and Bone, you should check out The Will of the World. Those are interesting comp titles. All right. Now, it doesn't give me a whole lot to go off of. I love when books do this. They give me all these different characters, and they're all going to intertwine. So I do like that so far. Only 5-star reviews on it. Excellent. Engaging characters, diverse backgrounds, unique plot, gritty, badass, and full of character. Okay. So I don't know if it's AI. I don't think it is. It does look like an actual artist probably did at least this part. I'm not sure about the background. But again, I am not an artist. I do not know. It is available on KU. So we're going to go ahead and add this one. This one's making it onto the TBR. I love that one. And I would love to stay in this accent a little longer. If you please, If you please spin a wheel. If you guys want to see the wheel, I'll show you the wheel. No, of course not. We're going back to Minnesotan. It's really heavy on the Minnesota. But I also am saying we're skipping the next one because we do not support him. If you would like to dig more into that name, just search that and Reads with Rachel. And you can make your own opinion about him. I do not support. We do not support. Will not be advertising for him at all. This is right, Patrick Dugan. Okay. All right, we're back to Minnesotan. The Ashen Orb Bounty by Patrick Dugan. Shadowblades Chronicles 1. All right, this looks okay. I like this border. Always into that. I do like the font. I'm always kind of into this kind of fun. This font. You know, I like that style of font. It's a very simple cover. Not bad. I think I got a little sunburn on my neck today when I was walking my dogs and my bird. Okay, this is Cowboy Bebop meets The Witcher, so this should be very interesting. Now, I'm not a huge fan of The Witcher, but in terms of what people use it for comp titles, this might be up my alley. In a land torn asunder by a monstrous invasion, the only thing protecting the enclaves of thinking people in southern home are high walls and the valiant warrior troops that strive to beat back the hordes, one troll at a time. When Soraya and her shadow blades are asked to take on a secret bounty to retrieve a magical artifact from a forgotten temple, Soraya's suspicions aren't aroused. She's too busy hiring an archer and preparing their new mage to worry about anything but the job ahead of them. At least not until another troop attempts to collect a bounty. On the Shadowblade's head, Soraya should have known better. Oh, wait. Sorry, I totally read that sentence wrong. At least not another troop attempts to collect a bounty on the Shadowblade's heads. Soraya should have known better than to accept a mission to recover the Ashen Orb for the notorious sorceress Brar Opalback. After surviving the assassination attempt, she and her fellow warriors, Lithia, the Shadow Fate Archer, Peric, the Human Paladin, Air, the Elven Thief, and Jalali, the half-succubus Blood Mage, must outwit wild and deadly forest, ingenious traps, and undead armies if they hope to get any answers. It would be a shame to die without ever finding out who you wanted dead. One thing I will say, he needs to go back in and fix the formatting of this because that made it really difficult to read. But you know, that's just basic stuff here. I like the covers are pretty nice, you know. 5 stars. Trolls. Is that funny? Mamba was also laughing at that. Okay, so it feels Cowboy Bebop, Witcher, and Dungeons and Dragons. The only reason I'm worried about it being compared to The Witcher and it being, and I don't want to make like snap judgments on here, being an older white man, I'm a little nervous about how the female characters will be portrayed. It's something I run into all the time when I'm reading, is how men write women, and I've seen it before with women writing men as well. But when you have those comp titles, and especially we have this succubus in here, I've never really seen a great portrayal of a succubus, so I'm a little worried there. I'm just a little nervous about this one. Hi, Jace. How we doing? So I'm not entirely certain. What are you guys feeling? What are you feeling on this one? I'm just really hesitant. I've been burned so many times before. That's not to say that old white men shouldn't be writing ever, but I have had very few good experiences with older white men writing women. I literally can only name a handful of authors that fit that category that I've actually enjoyed from. So I don't know. This could be one of those that's like actually fantastic and great, but I always have that hesitance in me you know? So I do like that we have the Cowboy Bebop, though. That gives me more hope than I would say with The Witcher. But I'm a little nervous. Little tiny bit nervous here on that. Any thoughts? That's from the chat. What do you think? Oh, we've already been going an hour. Wow. This is flying by. Wonderful. I think I'm going to add it in hope that I'm not burned. Okay? We're hoping for the best. All right. If you would like to see the spinner wheel. Are you kidding me? You want me to stay in Minnesotan so much today? We're really just living in Minnesotan. We haven't even touched Irish yet. We haven't even touched it. What a time. Hi, Jace. By the way, we're doing the accents on this because this is one of the challenges I got from the pre-order egg hunt. So this episode, and only this episode, we'll be doing this unless it is further demanded, but I don't think anyone would demand this. All right. Who's Astrid VJ? Is that correct? Oops. Astrid VJ. All right. Here we are. Okay. Oh, he looks so grumpy. All right. Feeling it's right now her outfit is giving me Halloween Town vibes. I am not certain on this though. Again, it has this weird style, like on the very basic indie book covers with people on the cover. It's almost like it uses that purple shade in the background, and then it doesn't seem to blend with the people that it throws in there. I don't know why. There's a weird blending thing for me in my eyes. I don't know if you guys experience this as well, but it's something that always sets it off. And like, it's an immediate tell that it's an indie book. You know, do you know what I mean? I just always feel that. So, okay, doing good, head breaky. Sitting down to do homework. Fingers crossed Patrick doesn't suck and knows that women are real people. I agree. Listen, author elite award top 10 finalists. So that's great. Good job. Well done. I'm just uncertain if this is, well, no, I don't think it's AI. I think it's just composites, you know. I think it could have used a little bit more, I don't know what the rendering on the font. The font seems to kind of get pixelated a little too quickly for me. But that's fine. You know, that's just cover. We're judging books by their covers and also their synopsis and everything else. It's okay. Here we go with the, oh, that's a big, wait, okay. It's not a big, it just has other things in it. Okay. So where's our actual, this is where our actual stuff starts. The Alchemist meets fantasy with a splash of space opera. Viola Illyrian, a renowned storyteller in the Haldrian Empire, wants to be left in peace. For years, she's been hounded by her past, never to find a moment's notice. Then she meets a boy who wants to become her apprentice. He refuses to take no for an answer, and she reluctantly yields, even though she knows taking him with her could endanger his life. As their journey progresses, Viola begins to understand she's not the only teacher in the equation. The nameless boy also has something to teach, but Viola makes for a reluctant student. Can she give way to possibility and embrace a future in alignment with what she's always wanted? Can she find the courage to embrace the principles that will transform her life? Can she overcome her circumstances and face her past? Or will she keep on running with nowhere to hide? And what of the boy who guards untold secrets and exhibits mysterious powers that defy belief? I'm not entirely sure of the plot. I have to admit. What is he seeking her out for again? Oh, because he wants to be an apprentice. Okay. Okay, it's a short one. Uh-oh, he's not on the cover of the second one. What happens to him? Incredibly poetic writing. Tale about manifesting the future you want, not the one you fear. Okay. If the secret was written in space. Uh-oh, he dies. Hmm. I mean, I might give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Oh, look, it's Daniel Green's book. Synopses. Okay, here I'm going to slip into my regular accent. Synopses are so hard. It is a whole other level of writing versus like writing your book and writing the synopsis for your book. Two different skill sets. So I'm not going to really begrudge people for that. But yeah, I definitely do. I do think you need eyes on your synopsis, because writing it is totally different than writing your book. It is such a hard, and that and blurbs in general are so hard. Query letters, so hard. They're all very different forms of writing, but the synopsis is one of your most important ones, because that's what will get readers. I know I struggled so hard with Hisphacax. That was absolute nightmare. It went through so many edits. So many people looked at it, and I don't know if I'm still totally satisfied with it. But boy, that was a rough time trying to summarize, especially when you write a really big book that has a lot of different POVs and a lot of subsequent plots. There's subplots galore and bigger plots. There's overlap. It's really, 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 really hard. So yes, get critique partners for your synopses. I don't know. I say synopses because it's fun. I don't know if that's correct. All right, as well. I know, very difficult to write a synopsis. They definitely should. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely should have other people look at it. Because it's so hard. All right. Please. Okay. We'll go back into Russian. All right, with the winds, we're going to The Winds of Change by Sam Paisley. Winds of Change. Oh, there's a bunch of people who write this. Oh, no. Sam Paisley. There it is. This is another thing. You need a very unique title in Amazon, because if people don't know who you are, it makes very difficult time to find it. Oh, you like my Russian accent the best? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I used to work with a bunch of Russians and Lithuanians in my first job ever, so this is kind of me imitating them, and I hope they are not offended by me. All right, we have The Elements of Time. Now this, I'm a little nervous that this is AI cover. What is this part up here with the building falling around? This kind of looks AI to me. Where's his hand? It's giving the AI vibes. I don't know for certain. I could easily be wrong. But I at least the background very much seems AI. I would love your opinions, but the fact that that building is just like all messed up right there, that tells me like it's weirdly split. Like I get it if you're trying to do. Yeah, where's his foot? Little guy floating. Yeah, like his leg disappears a little bit too. So this, I believe, is AI, which unfortunately disqualifies it from my TBR. Perfect. An expert. Hello.
An expert? What?
Tell me, AI. AI.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Oh wow. Yeah.
His right leg.
Wow. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
The figures are okay. I think that this is a case where somebody painted over AI. And so it looks like there might be some like doctoring that they did to probably fix a lot of the major errors. But like I see how on the character in the red hoodie in the front, you notice his fist on the left side goes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, where's his hand?
Weird. Yeah, like this leg is like his hand is both in front and behind the leg at the same time. There's a lot going on here. Oh my god.
And for me, the way I was seeing it, by the way, this is an accent live stream. I'm doing different accents with every book.
Okay, good.
We are currently Russian. With the way that the castle is just destroying that weird line here where it's split in two.
There's so much going on. There's like buildings twisting around and stuff. It's like, because I can understand it's supposed to be destroyed. I get that, but like,
yeah, but the rest of it doesn't fit in with the destruction of the rest of the place.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it falls apart.
That's not how physics works.
Yeah, and like the rest of it's fine. It's just this middle part.
Yeah, that's really bad. That's bad. That's really bad. That is.
So unfortunately, it does not make the TBR. I'm still going to read the synopsis in case the author comes out with another version of the cover. And then it can add, sometimes it happens, but
and it's got really good ratings on Goodreads. But
it does.
Get a better artist, man.
Maybe, and that's the thing with SPFBO. A lot of people might be, getting more sales with this way, so they might be able to afford an artist because we all know it's very expensive.
Yep.
It's
true.
You weren't cheap, but you did a great job.
I try my best. Well, and you want to know what's crazy is like I feel like you can find so many artists out there who are really willing to bend over backward and give you effectively a good cover for less than $500 and maybe even less than $250.
Yeah.
Like if you can make that happen, just look for the right artist,
And I get like some people are just like so excited to get their book out. They don't want to wait, things have happened.
Strapped for cash. Like I get it. I've been there.
And I'm okay with an AI cover as a placeholder.
Yeah.
For that time.
Well, and also I'll say too, there are certain AI models now that are coming out that are ethical. For example,
that's what
Adobe Firefly is 100% ethical. I currently pay a subscription for it because I'm an artist myself, because I was curious to see how ethical they actually were. And Firefly is effectively the safest option right now. So if you are going to use AI, Firefly is literally $50 for an entire year, and
Super Common was talking about this. But for what I would like authors to do is to mention which company they used.
Yes, I think that'd be really nice because then
we can have a list of who's being ethical and stuff. We can kind of better determine, because right now, if it's AI, it just doesn't make my TBR because I can't verify it that it's not stolen art. So we need other ways to be able to identify that.
Well, and it's interesting because Adobe Firefly actually puts into their metadata of every AI generated file that is produced through them, this came from Adobe Firefly. So if you actually look at the metadata for the image, you can tell exactly where it comes from. But as far as I'm aware, they're the only company that does that.
Okay.
So, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, let's check out at least what the synopsis is, so that maybe one day, if they did announce they use this, then I can put it on the TBR. But for now, it cannot go based on my current criteria. Let us see in my lovely Russian accent. Destiny, personal responsibility, what the future holds, common concerns for any graduating high school, but usually not because of a cosmic war between timeless beings where you're the central player. As the end of school quickly approaches and Cooper Bailey watches his perfect world slip away, his only concern is savoring every last minute of his high school career. For his best friend, Reed Patterson, graduation is a doorway to the future, where his disciple or his discipline, excuse me, where his discipline and focus will finally allow him to meet his true potential. When a mysterious mirror-masked man begs for their help to stop a dangerous heretic, Cooper and Reed find themselves thrust into unknown worlds, wrestling with a destiny as old as time itself. As the truths about their roles in the universe unfold, and enemies disguise themselves as allies, their only hope is to trust each other and learn fast. Far from home and in mortal peril, Cooper and Reed attempt to hone their newfound abilities and come to grips with their purpose for being. It seems very fun.
It seems very well. It's like a classic Portal fantasy.
Yeah,
what
very
more
fun.
do you want?
It's got references. It says to Star Wars, Avatar. Oh wait, hold on, they fucked that up. Avatar: The Last Bender. Excuse me, it's The Last Airbender.
Whoop.
So you done messed that
You're
up.
a real fan.
Big fan. Supernatural Stargate SG-1, y'all. The Elements of Time. Wonderful. It was fun action-filled adventure. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so chunky.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Love that chunk.
Yeah.
See,
I would probably read it,
this.
but yeah. Well, that center image is AI as
That's
fuck.
fully
that
AI.
Limited is very AI. Yeah.
Okay, but
actually, all of these,
AI.
all of them. No, all of them are. Yeah, all of them
that's
are
fully AI. So I would love you to tell me.
It sucks because actually they're obligated if he uploaded it via KDP.
You have to check it now.
Amazon, to check it, and if he did not check it, then he's actually just like straight up lying.
And I guess that might change because of when that became a thing. Because this was when was this published on? I don't know if they were doing it in last July. I think it's fairly new.
Yeah, I don't think so. So
he might not have done that. It is available on KU, which is nice because, but like if it didn't have this AI cover, immediately this would go on my TBR. This is up my alley, especially a chunky book. I love a chunky book. So, are you good? Are you moving? Going up the couch. I have my dogs here today, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I unfortunately gave Lucy a haircut yesterday that did not go well.
I can kind of see it.
She's a little patchy. She's a lot patchy, actually.
In other words, the best.
I'm so sorry, but it's very hot, so she needs the trim. It'll grow back. Yeah, Mambo. I know. Mambo's in her jail. Stretches. Good stretches. We went on a very long walk this morning with everybody. Everybody. Including Parrot. Parrot in the backpack. All right. I'm going to spin my wheel again. Who am I now? Oh, please no. Back into Southern. Getting back into my Southern accent. At least I'm going from Russian to Southern. When going from Minnesota to Southern, that's a really hard transition.
Oh, no, we don't like that. No.
That's a real difficult time there. All right, we're going into
the white mask. Southern accents is always like it's like hard Tennessee, and there's nothing else.
It's real hard. It's real hard. I try to get myself to be more of a Georgian Southern belle, but it doesn't always fly that way. Is this the correct person? A.M. Colwell. Correct, it is. All right.
I'm still bitter about not getting in.
I know.
It's okay.
I'm sorry about it.
It's all right.
But I love this.
Oh yeah, that's gold.
That's great.
That's nice.
This is the White Mask Society. Loving this. It's very. You love it too.
Mambo's in.
Mambo's also in support. I love it. I love this cover. It's the simple art. This is why did I just go to Minnesota? I'm Southern. All right. A.M. Colwell. I love it's giving Olivia Atwater. If you know her covers, Half a Soul and stuff. It's giving that. Love that. So I love that style. That's right up my alley. All right. Oh, it's very small. Synopsis.
Simple little thing.
This out. When Yara Rivers has a vision of her capture by a mad scientist, she tries to discover if her future is set in stone or if she has control over her own destiny. Alongside her 3 guardians, including a nymph and a shapeshifter, her life changes from that of a simple girl trying to make it through her last year of high school to a seer fighting for her life. It's very simple.
Damn.
I like that there's a mad scientist.
There's mystery as well. Like it's like, okay, well, what is the deal with the White Mask Society then? Yeah. What is going on? Like I feel like I need to read it.
It's only 293 pages.
Oh yeah, it's a little baby.
This is great. I'm definitely adding this to my list. Oh, I like and it continues with White Mask Study. It just changes it up a little bit with our color and the placement of our leaves in the second book there. Oh, sorry, I was covering it.
Nice.
That looks nice. Looks real nice there. Oh, she's French American.
Cool.
I should have been doing my French accent with this.
My French accent.
I don't know why there's a picture of the eclipse here, but
someone was like, "Yo," so I read this during the eclipse. It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, wait, who is that? No, wait, scroll up. Who is the person? Okay, but you know that
it's the author.
Oh, rip.
Is it? No.
I think it's a family member. It's like a grandma, and she's like, "Yeah, you go," and you're like, "No, grandma, that's not how Amazon reviews work."
That's so fun. I like this though. I love this. This is very nice. It's simple. It leaves a lot wanting, even though I'm still not entirely sure of the full plot. That's all right. In this sense, it doesn't confuse me, at least. So definitely adding that. Also, Tatsu keeps gently pushing the door back open to the office. So if there's laundry sounds coming from Taiko's in, that's why. And you could do your McDoon voice if you want to join me.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
Wonderful. I love how I just naturally slip into my Minnesotan on default on accident all the time. We're back into Russian. The spinner wheel has yet to give me Irish, which is my most favorite accent to do. So I feel like the spinner wheel is purposely being a little shit to me today.
I mean, sometimes that's what has to happen because otherwise it's just too easy for everyone involved.
Okay.
Trying to get Ingram Spark coupon, it's not working.
Ugh. Ingram.
I have to pay money to revise inside the book.
Why are Lou? Ooh. Okay, hold on. Sharing this tab now. All right. Well, here is Hallowed by Y.R. Lou.
Is this not AI? Nope. No. Just not like the greatest art of all time, but it's also not bad art. So
why I immediately think this is why I immediately was like, is this AI? Is because AI steals this type of style so often.
Let me go ahead and scroll around. Scroll around. Let me see. No. It looks like the hands are accurate, but not necessarily the best rendered. So no, I think that this is a human, just like not necessarily the most experienced human of all. Well,
I like it.
There's like this is very like maybe. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest.
That is my problem because I see this style in AI all the time, but that's because AI is stealing this style. What has happened? Has lost connection to my screen share audio. Oh, I don't care about that. We don't need audio on my screen share. Okay, sorry. StreamYard was giving me a...
Yeah, part of me wants to say, yes, this is just a kind of I don't want to say amateur, but like a very specific art style.
I wonder if they tell us. Sometimes people say who the cover artist is, but I don't see it.
And it could be that they are illustrating their own book as well, and that is not necessarily uncommon, but...
All right. Well, it doesn't
break entirely, so that gets an A+.
All right. Let's see what our synopsis is. Avenel was once a fabled assassin known as the Blade of Illyria. Ever tight-lipped about her past, she retired from a life of death to wander the world alone. Dina is a sheltered teenage girl unaware of her extraordinary heritage. Raised alone by her mother, she has never been far from home. Their paths cross in Dina's secluded village when tragedy obliterates Dina's home and leaves her orphaned. The two begin a journey across the continent, bound together by Avenel's promise to keep Dina safe. They encounter allies, both new and old, a biological father, a bastard prince, and his friends, estranged family, and a physician who claims to be a member of a long-dead race. Each has regrets and painful memories of their own, memories that Dina soon discovers she can relive through dreams. When a prophesied sign of the end of the world appears, their journey becomes about more than just the fate of a single girl, and the secrets between them may be enough to save the world or end it.
Bum bum.
Bum bum bum. I like that. That's interesting.
It's very like classic fantasy.
Yeah, very. I was feeling very. It's giving that that trope of like old man takes care of young child and travels across world. It's giving that.
Yep.
Energy.
Yeah, it's very like Yoda and Luke Skywalker.
Adult and child. Let us help each other.
Going on a journey.
It is not on KU though for anyone. It is $4.99 on KU, $17.99 on paperback, which is okay. But I'm definitely adding this one because that looks.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
that looks great. I love this. It's probably got that found family feel based on all of this. I love that. So we're going there. Okay, please give me a different accent. Please give me something, or we just stick in the Russian. Okay, we're stuck in Russian.
My Russian character has an accent from Burlington, Vermont. Does that count?
Yes. All right. We are we like halfway through fantasy faction? By the way, yes, we're doing fantasy factions right now. This is what they've got. But we're doing Beyond the Burning Sea next. Let me pull this up. Oh god, there's a lot of people who write this. TB Schmid. TB Schmid. Trying to find this. There we are. Okay, we have Beyond the Burning Sea, Book 1 of Fate's Crucible. We just have a very simple design on the cover as well.
Okay,
not the best. Not the best fonts, I would say, especially for this.
It reminds me of the Eidos logo for those are the developers that produced the Tomb Raider games in the 1990s, specifically, like Tomb Raider 2. That is what this is.
That's very, very, very fair. I love Ben has in Soviet Russia accents chooses you. That is very true. Of course it does. But okay, well, let's find out. This one is by TB Schmid as well as R. Wade Hodges. Oh, what else we got? We have illustrators named.
Oh yeah, that's great. Good. Yeah. No, it's definitely definitely not AI. Yeah,
that's what will also help me choose who's not an AI cover. Very nice. Yep. All right, let's see. It has been over 250 years since the sky fell and the young gods died. Okay, on the mainland of Naya, the city-states of Gundland strive to form a united nation. On the fringe of their western frontier, there are whispers of a sinister force gathering. The Lages Templars, the mortal realms of the young god's army, are dispatched to deal with the problem. But in the vast and untamed Decoran wilds, death itself is never far away. Meanwhile, the SKS Peregrine, pride of the Sea King's fleet, has done the impossible. She has traveled beyond the burning sea, long thought to be the southern edge of the world of ruin. Now, all that remains of her crew struggle to find their way back, led by a young man bearing a book filled with dark secrets, who must decide whether to reveal the terrifying truth that pursues them.
It sounds very like classic
fantasy, classic, very, very. And I'm interested. I do like some things that are classic fantasy. Not always. It's very hit or miss with me with classic fantasy. But when was this published? 2016. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's still more modern. Still more 460 pages here.
Oh, somebody really didn't like that book. Yeah,
but I wonder what they had
to say about it. I wonder why.
Did it say 6 ratings? So that's like, I don't know. But people do people things.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just curious to see why they did it. Like,
yeah, if they wrote, did people actually write? No, of course not. They never do. Never do.
Yeah, it's like not like you want to give me feedback. You just fucking hated it. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, it's their right as a reader, but I would like to know like why, especially when it's such a low score. If there's like something problematic or triggering or something like that, I would like to know personally why. But it's up to the person. As an author, we're not really supposed to be. We obviously don't interact with your reviews. That's a dumb thing to do, but you can still look at them. I don't mind looking at them and just seeing how it's being received.
Well, knowing what feedback you're getting is super, super, super important. You have to look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if your book bombs for whatever reason.
Well, now, see, the thing with that, now I'm curious. Like, why why does it have that? So now I'm gonna like put it on the TBR just to find out.
Yeah, just to be like, what happened to you, bud? Yeah, like, are you okay?
That's kind of how I operate sometimes, especially if I don't know. So, okay, we're adding that. Let's please give me something else. No!
Wow. Oh my goodness, gosh, golly, gosh.
Oh, no. It's just going between Minnesotan and Russian.
Go Packers, fuck the Bears.
It's just giving me all. Wait, did you just say go Packers in a Minnesotan?
Go Packers, fuck the Bears.
Excuse you, it is go Vikings if we're Minnesotan.
True.
Get back to your Wisconsin trash. Okay.
Or hop back across the border. It's okay. I'll go back with my cheese curds and sadness.
Yeah, get across the second border over there. All right.
My God, that's so funny.
We don't want any of that Wisconsin bullshit. Was this by Stephanie Chu? All right. One of the biggest challenges is also Goodreads ratings post directly into Amazon in most cases. 2-star and Goodreads is it was fine. Oh, is that what it says? That's
yeah,
hilarious.
well, that's kind of true though. Yeah, because like I feel like the Goodreads reviewers are a lot harsher than or more critical than the Amazon reviewers. Yeah.
The reason I think for that is because Goodreads is more accessible to review than Amazon is.
Totally agreed.
So, because people are already using it to track their progress and show you like, oh, I'm reading this right now. So as soon as you finish the book, you leave the review. But then you have to doubly go onto Amazon to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't automatically, even though Amazon owns Goodreads and they could use an interactive, interface that way.
Right? It would have been so easy.
But they don't.
It would have been so easy.
They don't.
Made a choice.
All right. Well, we're looking at Stephanie Chu. It's another Stephanie, though she spells her name with an F instead of a PH like me.
Wow.
I will say this style of cover is something that I do enjoy, with a silhouette and then things inside. That's a thing that I do like. Now, is this stock art or that tree looks weird as hell?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at it. Oh,
the tree just looks weird.
So I think what happened is I think that this is stock art. So they grabbed a bunch of different photographs and then photo bashed it together, but they weren't necessarily the biggest experts on being able to do so. So therefore the tree ended up looking weird. Okay. But otherwise everything else looks like it's in perspective and it's like fine. So yeah, I just think it's like lower quality photo bashing, but not necessarily bad. Now, which is why you also get crusty edges on the hair too. If you look at that ponytail, there's pretty crispy over there. That's a photograph. So
yeah. I like its font. It is a winner of the Pencraft Awards, which is for Best Fantasy. Well done. I don't know the Pencraft Awards, but that's great. 19-year-old. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. I was trying to see if there was a credit to who did the cover art, but there's not on here. I like it. Keep it on theme for the next book there. That's good. Hold on. Is someone at my door or my neighbor's? Oh no, they're just going up onto the roof. Love that. I know. It sounds danger, but it's not. It's okay. Lucy, it's okay. It's okay. Just chill. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I know, there's people out there. There's maintenance guys going up to the roof right now. Don't know why.
I'm going to have to dip. I was only able to pop in for just a minute. Jason, I have to go, and I'm going to go play some
your stuff.
So goodbye. Okay. Good luck with your list. I'll see
Thank you for joining me briefly and helping me with the AI stuff. Because
we gotta know.
I'm not great at identifying it because I am not an artist.
That's okay. So. You're doing pretty good. So that's all.
I took notes from last time that you helped me out with this. So I'm just trying to remember what everyone said last time.
Yeah, you got it. Cool. Well, have fun and good luck for your TBR. Bye.
Thank you. And also, hi, Palivuni. Welcome to the stream. Are we done being angry over there now? Okay. All right. Weekabo. Here, let's read this one. 19-year-old Mirati I don't know if we're saying it right. Mirari fears her magical powers more than anything else in the world. They are the reason she ran away and concealed her identity. But when her childhood best friend Gavin is framed and sentenced to death, Mirari must strike a deal with the only man who can save him, Lord Fangbang. 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 That is a hard name to say. Fangbang strongly believes that all it will take to end centuries of passive disdain is to establish a nonpartisan selection of fighters whose mission is to enforce unified peace. His efforts lead to the recruitment of elite fighters known as the Knights. Meanwhile, Mirari and Gavin only desire to live their lives in peace, far away from the chaos of the world. Fate, however, has other plans for them as they are forced to reunite and thrust into the midst of Fangbang's quest. As they gather a motley crew of misfits, ooh, I love that, to join their cause, bonds form and secrets are revealed. The Knights must come together not only to protect the Alliance, but also the lives of their new friends. Trust, friendship, and revenge collide in this epic tale of magic, loyalty, and bravery as our heroes fight for their survival and the greater good. Will they rise up as legends or fall as pawns in a dangerous game? That seems super fun, actually. Yeah, so Palivini, we are doing the challenge today of doing a different accent for every single book we look at, which is one of the challenges we got during the pre-order egg hunt. So that's what we're doing today. This looks very interesting and fun. I kind of super like it. Now this, I don't know. I don't know if this is AI now, but Tycho said it probably wasn't. Epic prologue with an epic story. I love a good prologue. Okay, 3 stars, but it's very disappointing. If it disappoints me, it's not 3. It's a debut. Debut book. What does a 1-star say? Nothing, of course. Nothing, of course. You know. All right. Well, I think I'll add this one if Tycho said it wasn't AI. It is on KU for anybody who wants to take a look. We're going to add that. That's going on. Also, yes, 1 star didn't like it. See, 1 star for me is something highly offensive has happened in this book. 2 stars, mild offense and like really bad writing or something was bad. 3 is like, it's okay. Nothing spectacular, not particularly for me, but I can see it being a better book for other people. 4 stars is I really liked it. There's like a few things that I didn't vibe with, and then 5 stars is amazing. That's how I rate. Yeah, why don't we give 0 stars? You know? For me, a 0 stars is just no rating for other reasons. Like I have a friend whose book I didn't enjoy, but I didn't want to mess up some stuff for them because they're also doing like revisions on it. So I'm not rating it until the revisions are done. That lines up with the Amazon reviews versus good reviews. Nice. Okay. So that's that one. Let's go over to our spinner wheel of accents. And please change. We're Irish. We're finally Irish for the first time in the entire stream. We're finally Irish. I'm so excited to be doing my Irish accent now because I love doing my Irish accent. I don't know about you all, but I love being Irish. I am Irish by blood. And this is the first time we've hit Irish on the spinner wheel this morning. Oh, I'm so happy to not be in my Minnesotan or my Southern accent. Being in Irish is such a nice, like, warm cup of cocoa for me. All right. Anyway, we're going on to the next breed. Finally a different accent. So excited for that. Palivuni, I chose these accents based on my comfortability in doing them. If you have another accent you want me to attempt to do, I'll put it on the spinner wheel if I have that ability. All right. Now, what? Okay, I don't think this one is AI, but I don't think it's great either. I like the font's great. I've seen this font before. I like the filigree. Filigree is great. Samantha Shea. The Fall of Ahlon. But the art seems a bit weird. The art seems weird to me. I don't know why. It looks Unfinished. See, those, I feel like I'd be really offensive. I don't think I can do those. I definitely can't do an Indian accent. I definitely can't. But doing a Japanese, like in an American accent, is weird to me. Or like Japanese and speaking English. Like I can speak Japanese fine, but I don't like doing it as that. I have Sauron meets Apocalypse vibes. Yeah, it's very strange. Like just the art style is very interesting. I don't think it's AI, but I do think it's strange. It's a bit strange. All right, let's see. Forced to flee her kingdom as an elvish princess prepares to return and reclaim her birthright with magic blood and steel. When the elvish kingdom of Ahalon is attacked, Princess Zaur Ristel, the sole heir, is forced to flee. Her mother always told her when there is war, prepare for death, but she didn't listen. Now she finds herself woefully unprepared for the challenges ahead, until she meets Thorin, a spellcaster who has vowed to protect her as Zaur travels with Thorin, using her handmaiden's name as an alias. Two more heroes join their circle. Cagdus, a warrior from Zaur's kingdom, who was sent to aid her, and Alric, a bard who has seen too many of the world's evils. Oh, I love a good bard. Zara has no choice but to trust and let the others in, as she will need their help pursuing the powerful enemy that has destroyed her kingdom. The key to saving Ahalon is closer than she knows. Finding it is going to prove difficult. With the fate of her people in her hands, she will stop at nothing to save them, even if it means sacrificing herself. This seems fun. I honestly don't know how to do a South African. Australian. You know how hard Australian is for me, but I'll try it. I'll try. Okay, this interesting. Love a good adventure. Coming of age in a strange world. How to heal a war. All right. I bet that 1-star doesn't have a review yet. All right. Well, it is on KU for anyone. I'll be putting that on my TBR for now. I think that's going to make it. Looks fun. All right, but we're going to add Australians being added per Polywinnie's request. There it is now. Just keep me at Irish. Can I just stay in Irish first? Oh my gosh. It's keeping me in Irish. Thank you. Thanks a million. All right. Moving on to Bone Traders. Rachel Ford. Loading. Here we go with our next one. Staying in Irish. Bone Traders. All right. Now, it does the thing again. Where it's the people on the cover, but it doesn't look blended in. It's very weird to me. So it's not my favorite style of cover. Is it AI? I don't think so. Although, wait. Why is that just her pants? That's just the texture of her pants? Wait. Oh no, this might be AI. The way the fabric is fallen. The way that the slit happens, it disappears. This might be an AI cover. I need Tycho back. This might be AI. I mean, I like how the font is. Sell swords and spell weavers. Just the way that fabric it melds into the back. I don't fully trust it. Also, way to give her camel toe. Also looking at the background. Get the eyebrows. Things AI doesn't understand. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is AI or just I really am now thinking it's AI just because of that. That doesn't sit. Oh, wait. And then her bow. Does that just go straight through? I don't know. I can't tell from here. I don't know. Well, let's see what's about. A missing giant, a sinister conspiracy, a decision that will change the fate of Jarldom. The bone trade is big business. Black market buyers will offer many silvers for fresh giant bone to carve into charms or use in dark enchantments. When cloaked men kidnap the giant Nal Frostborn, everyone knows why. He's destined to be murdered and sold in that terrible trade. His best friend, apprentice wizard Eden Wintermore, is determined to save him from that terrible fate. But to do so, she must defy the head of her order and face powers far beyond her ability. To survive, she's going to need an ally. Luckily for her, Lisette Forlad, a down-on-her-luck sellsword, is on the case. Together, they'll brave worse than the elements and rogue mages in their quest to save Nal. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that name. What they discover might shake the Jarldom to its core, if they live long enough to tell the story. Yeah, the feedback, it is really tough to say with the way that skirt is fallen that way, because that just cuts off. And then like that swirl in the middle, you see that swirly bit. I wish I could have another pointer to like show you what I'm looking at, but like it completes itself on the back. So it does not sit right with me. So I do think this one is AI. If it changes and someone is like, knows the author or anything, and they're like, no, it wasn't AI, it's just a goof, then please let me know, because I would read this. I absolutely would. It is available on KU for anyone. Taking a look here. Got a few interesting and well worth it. Good start of a series. Oh, it's Sapphic as well. Sapphic book bingo. Very nice. I looked at the sample, doesn't give credit for it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with its AI, or at least has AI elements. Enjoyable, great read. Okay, moving onward. Moving onward. My neck needs to crack. We're sticking in Irish. Wow. Okay. All right. I guess we're staying here. It felt bad. It felt real bad for doing that to me. We're getting to the last, I think we're in the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Last 9. We're in the last 9 of Fantasy Factions list right now. After Silence by Natalie Northwood. Natalie Northwood. All right. I said share this tab. There we go. All right, hold on. I'm going to need a new beverage soon. So this one, very simple cover. We've just got feathers. I don't think it's AI. Maybe not. I don't think so. I think it's just very simple. Simply designed. Just a simple cover. All right. Pity is he who rules the world. Inevitable is she who burns it. That's a nice line. I kind of like that line. Norandia, the human inhabited land abandoned by its slaughtered deities, is on the brink of war with the rest of continental Halavara. But it isn't just humans who call Halavara home. Here dwell 8 other territories, 7 non-human species called dwellers, and 6 reigning kingdoms. Today, they know no peace. Historically, they never have. Ceres Odessa is a mage hiding in Norandia, where dwellers are burned at the stake for daring to cross the border. If they find her, they will kill her. But when Vanity, one of Norandia's extinct deities, suddenly resurfaces to burn towns in an act of revenge, Ceres realizes that maybe her hidden magic can help stop the brewing war that Vanity started a millennium ago. But Ceres can't rise against her on her own. With the aid of an outlawed shapeshifter. Wow, I can talk. Ceres must cross enemy lines to seek alliances with the last living dragon, a mage queen who enslaves men and the king of the werewolves if she hopes to stop vanity before war consumes Norandia and everyone she loves. Okay, well that seems fun. You call Halavara home? Do you know? Is that a real place? Where is Halavara? 487 pages. No reviews yet. Oh, it's pretty new. Oh, this was just put out. May 9th. This is a brand new baby out in the world. But it is Kindle Unlimited for those who are in the KU. 15 for paperback. I think I'll add it to my list. It looks kind of interesting. I'm intrigued enough by it. Oh, there's the cracking. I don't know if you guys heard that on the microphone. It wasn't very loud. But looks fun. I mean, I don't have a problem with any of the names in this one. I hear Ceres and I think Galaxy Quest, but I'm not going to knock him for that. If I get a synopsis that has a name that I absolutely hate, I will tell y'all. I will tell ya. All right, let's see. Oh, no. All right. Okay. Crikey. Robert Irwin, yo. Going into Australian. I'm really not good. I'm not good at Australian. I just gotta keep talking like Crocodile Hunter. I'm so sorry to any Australian people out there, but I'm really not good at your accent. I struggle with it. It's probably gonna it's already morphed into Irish there. Look at this. Look at this. There's species right on the floor here. Look at her. You've never seen one of these in your life. This is so odd. I've never seen an episode of Bluey in my life. Just let you know. Look at this feral beast just wasting away on my floor. You can't even see her. But right now, if she chooses to strike, then I'm in danger. Trying to get into Steve Owen. I think I might have got there. All right, we're going. Oh, did you like that one, Mumbo? Also, Vicious Beast kept in the carrier. The trick is to make every a diphthong. Sorry, I read that wrong. A diphthong. I'm really bad at it. It's so wholesome and the best way for millennials to reparent themselves. Oh, that's great. I don't have children. I have dogs and a bird. Those are my children. So that's why I don't watch the show. I also don't have a TV. I keep having to do this inflection to make sure I don't get out of this accent. I'm really, really sorry to everyone here. Is this correct? Paolo Denisi. I think that's the right one. They say nah. Oh, Nar. That's right. You got to do the Nar. The Nar. The Nar. Yeah, the Nar. Got to do that. All right. Path of the Guardian by Paolo Denisi. I don't know if that's how you say that last name. We've got a real Sauron figure here. I feel really awkward in this Australian accent, but I'm going to do my best. What do y'all think about this one? In terms of the AI, I think he's missing a finger over here. I think that's missing a finger. This one has all the fingers. I can see the fingers here. I can't see all the fingers here. Does that mean there's not another finger? Oh, there might be a finger. There might be a little slit between here. Sauron meets Thor's axe. Meets Mjolnir. No, that's not Mjolnir. That's the axe is the axe is a whole other thing. I forgot the name of the axe. Mjolnir's the hammer. I'm so sorry. I'm not actually a Marvel fan. Anyway. Or a Norse fan, really. I don't know much about it. I'm just gonna keep doing the Steve Irwin accent. So sorry. It does look like they're missing fingers. I do agree with missing fingers. There's also some weird... No, that's a path of rocks. Okay, I thought it was a chain for a second that was broken. Not 100% sure. I don't see a credit for an illustrator. Maybe it does. Should we look into the... That's a prologue. Can I see? Table of content. It won't let me see it. Not entirely sure there. All right. Let's read what's about at least. Boren, a young heir to a legacy steeped in mystery. I'm going back into Irish. Crikey! Australian! Robert Irwin finds his life shattered when assassins strike his home, thrusting him into a perilous quest for justice. Guided by Faradun. I'm just Irish, guys. I can't do Australian. One of the lost warrior mages alive in a world where magic has become forbidden. Boren's journey is a testament to courage, bound by the whispers of his own haunted past. Can I get Kiwi at least? How about can I get a little Yeti epic journey? Venture across a realm where magic is awakened and an evil lurks in forgotten shadows. No, I just can't do Australian. I can't do Australian, guys. I'm so sorry. We're restarting this as Irish because I really can't do Australian. It doesn't stick. It does not stick unless I'm talking about a wild animal. Boren, a young heir to a legacy steeped in mystery, finds his life shattered when assassins strike his home, thrusting him into a perilous quest for justice. Guided by Faradun, one of the last warrior mages alive in a world where magic has become forbidden, Boren's journey is a testament to courage, bound by the whispers of his own haunted past. Oh, there is illustration credits in the preview. Okay, great. Epic journey. Venture across a realm where magic is awakening and ancient evils lurk in forgotten shadows. Cosmic battle. Stand with Boren, the destined guardian, wielding powers that could alter the fabric of reality and decide the fate of the world. Unlikely alliances. From the ashes of betrayal, forge alliances with the characters whose hearts pulse with bravery and magic. A quest for truth. Navigate the treacherous paths of loyalty and deception in a story that weaves the fates of two worlds. Okay, there we go. Thank you for confirming that there is illustration credits. It might just have rendered weird. Back in my day, when you thought Australia, you automatically went to Crocodile Dundee vibes. Now it's Steve Irwin. Yeah, I mean, Crocodile Dundee was a bit before my time. That's true. It doesn't mean no AI. I do like that there is an illustration credit, which gives it more of viability to be on my TBR. Because it is interesting. I do think this is a very striking cover. I'm just going to talk like me now. Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's go a little deeper. 2020. Okay. It's got a smattering of reviews. Portal Wars. Can't wait for the next one. Fell flat for them. That's fair because reading's subjective, everybody. Kind of disjointed, sort of jump around. Okay. But nothing like horrendously offensive. That's usually what I'm looking for when I'm looking at other people's reviews. If there's something like, this book is misogynistic or homophobic, that's what I'm trying to figure out. But as long as it doesn't have that, I think then we'll add it. If it has artist credit, then at least I feel better with that. Okay. Wonderful. Back over to here. I'm sorry, Polyvoony. I'm removing Australian from this spinner wheel. I just can't do it right. I just can't do it. And for those of you just tuning in, hi, this is a little silly challenge that we're doing because I did a little pre-order egg hunt that I do every year that sometimes includes challenges, and one of them is to do an accent spinner wheel. And now we're going back into the Southern accent. All right. Cool. Back into the Southern for the next one. That was weird. Oops. Whoops. Whoop. I know. Yeah, crazy. Sorry, my computer's giving me some weird... Like, did you just copy something? Like, yeah, I did. I copied a title. Oh, no, it's this AI too. I really tried. I really, really did try. Could you not be a thirsty bird right now? That's inappropriate. It's springtime for my parrot. All right. Well, we're looking at the plagued elf now, and I'm a little nervous about this one because this does look immediately AI to me. I mean, he looks so sad. Well, I guess he is plagued. So I'm just a little nervous about this one. It's a short book. It's only 157 pages by Armanis R. Fate. I'm not even going to try. Someone tell me how to pronounce the name. Faniel? And then I tried. Well, I'm not even going to try. And then I try. Well, the Plagued Elf. Can we look inside and see? Oh, it's just doing that. Read a sample. Does it give me credits? Dedication. I don't even see a copyright page. Acknowledgements. This is what I should have been doing all along. All right. Well, we'll just go ahead and read this synopsis first, and then we'll do a little digging, I guess. In a race against time, Quorala battles against the unknown, desperately striving to save the life of the Energia. This is the worst thing to do with a southern accent, is try to pronounce these words. Energian, Malitu's hunter. Armed with her vast knowledge and unwavering determination, she must unravel the mysteries of a disease that has eluded even the most skilled healers. Will she succeed in her quest to find a cure and restore him? Dive into this gripping tale of magic, courage, and sacrifice, and prepare to be spellbound. Like, it's a very simple one. It's book 1 of 7. That's a big series already. But I really don't know about who the artist is, if there is one, or if that's AI. Only the 5 stars. All right. When was this published? Last September. All right. Just before Hispaket came out. We don't talk about Eugene Chichinongo on this channel anymore, Palavuni. Yeah, I don't trust a book without a copyright page. Unless they put their copyright page in the back. I mean, it has a bit of copyright, but it doesn't have that full copyright page that you normally have. So I don't know if this is just a new author who doesn't, didn't have a formatter to help put that together. But I don't have any indication about where this art came from. And it is giving me the vibes of AI. Even though it's really good AI, like, it looks really nice. I don't see any flaws with it or anything, but why does his face look so familiar? Like, he looks like a famous actor. Like that guy who played what's his face? He was in the Hilary Duff Cinderella. Chad Michael Murray. He looks like Chad Michael Murray. Oh, also Brad Pitt, Interview with a Vampire. That also vibes it. I wouldn't say Keanu Reeves so much, but with the shape, with the jawline and the eyes, he kind of looks like Chad Michael Murray or Brad Pitt to me. That's fair. For sure. Interview with a Vampire, Brad Pitt, for sure, though. But if you put Chad Michael Murray in that wig, then yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. It is only available on Kindle. There is no print copy of this, as far as we can tell. But I can't put it on there because I'm really not certain. It could, yeah, exactly. It could just be a new one. It's reading Brad Pitt to everybody else. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. I really need confirmation about where they got this art. Also, what is that building doing in the back? That's why I'm also feeling this might just be AI, which is unfortunate. So I'm curious about it, but for now, unfortunately, it does not make the list. All right. No, we're going back to Russian. Okay. Back to my Russian accent. We are so close. I might only have time today to do one of these. I underestimated how long it takes to review each of these books. Oh, it suddenly got very dark. I better not be a bee coming into my house. Okay. Dragon Princess by Jason P. Crawford. I'm already a hesitant person. because it's called Dragon Princess written by a man. Oh, wait. The author calls himself Mr. Hold on. Like, you got to see this. Mr. Jason P. Crawford. Not just Jason P. Crawford. Mr. And Mr. T. Okay, there is an illustrator at least. But where are her eyes? What the hell? Unless, is this a disabled character that has no eyes? What is this? At least he wasn't an esquire. Where are her eyes? I'm so confused. At least she's playing flute correctly, because I play flute. Is she blind? The character is blind? Okay. Oh, yeah, for one blinded at birth. Okay. Now that makes sense. Okay. Thank you, Polybuddy. Okay. I was confused that it was AI, because AI does sometimes forget to do eyes. Or it does them really weirdly, but okay. All right. Well, let's read what this is about. I'm a little hesitant when it is male author writing female main character, at least. Little nervous for that. But I will benefit of the doubt. Let's see. To the common folk of Etheria. I just went into Irish again. The monarchy are the stuff of legends, descendants of the Uniter. To the lesser nobles, they stand as bastions of courage and political skill, deftly balancing the concerns of the people and the country. High Princess Amalia strives to live up to both expectations, forging herself into a queen that her nation will one day be proud of. A hard task for any young woman, but for one blinded at birth, nearly impossible. Approaching her 17th year and finding her worth under scrutiny from all corners, Amalia learns a devastating truth. Dragons, the fabled foes of her ancestors, have returned. To defend her people and her kingdom, every last one must be destroyed. But her convictions are shaken when she discovers that they are not the unthinking beasts of her nation's collective nightmares, but intelligent creatures much like herself. That's a bit conceited. You think you're intelligent? Sorry. Amalia must uncover the secrets hidden in the shadows if she is to avert a war that could end in the deaths of everyone she holds dear. But some truths may be better left buried. Okay. I don't see anything wrong here. I'm just a little nervous. Also, is she wearing Drindle? Or like, okay. Interesting clothing choices, I would say. But, you know, fantasy world. This was also a 2016. He's giving What We Do in the Shadows vibes. It is difficult, especially if you are not of that disability. I'm hoping that he had sensitivity readers for this. I do have a friend who is a blind author, so I would be interested in her opinions on this. The question is, does like the princess have like superpowers that negate the disability? Because that's usually a thing frowned upon in the blind community that I've seen before on commentary about that kind of things. I'm wondering how she was blinded that made her face like completely have nothing. Like it looks almost melded, like it was burned and melted together. I'm intrigued enough to understand it. I do like that she plays the flute. Okay, you know, I'm a flautist. I have several flutes I play to my parrot all the time. It is $2.99 on Kindle. It is not on Kindle Unlimited. It does give you the old school vibes. What was that? It just sounded like something fell. When nothing spoke to my dogs. Okay, whatever. All right. I'm going to add it. We're going to add it. Oh, would you stop that? I hate my little honey thing over here. That's so annoying. Go away. Honey, I like you, but not right now. Melanie Ron kind of cover advice. That's fair. I would say so. It's given me a bit, not Mercedes. No, I wouldn't say Mercedes Blackie. I would say, yeah, Melanie Ron's good. That's a good one to do. There's kind of that old school vibe, which I don't hate. What's the size? Oh, it is. It's even a mass market size. Now that I don't like, because I hate mass market size books. That is a personal preference. They're too tiny for me and I don't like it. And it's so easy to crack the spines on them. And I don't like cracking my spines. So if I were to read this, I unfortunately would probably read it as a Kindle, even though I really don't like reading it. It does have an audiobook though, which is nice. But maybe I'd listen to it on audio. I wonder who's the audiobook narrator. Audiobook narrator is Lily Mordaunt. Who's Lily Mordaunt? Don't know. Okay, anyway. Let us move on. Moving on. Back into the Southern accent. Once trade was available, I don't know why anyone chooses mass market. My trades are 5.5 by 8.5, still a little bit bigger. Mine is, it depends on which book I'm doing. My regular books are the 6x9 because I write big books. I should probably grab a copy of it so I can show you all. 1 second. Oh, it's on my table. What am I doing? It's right here. I'm the 6.9er. Also, I got another beverage. Okay. This is mine, and she's thick. So wait, I'm Southern. I wanted to do a bigger one, the 6x9 for that, instead of the 5.5 by 8. Because if I did a 5.5 by 8, this book would end up being probably 700 pages. And it's already 567, I believe, is what we ended up at. Something like that. So that's why this is mine. Mine is in one of the lower groups. I'm in Kitty G's group, by the way, for anyone interested. All right, but we are in Southern. Yeah, if you're on the shorter side, then I think the 5.5 by 8 works. My friend Hala, who's also in this competition, does the 5.5 by 8, and I think that works real nice for hers. I'm getting real Forrest Gump. Okay, it's trying to search only Audible books. What the hell? Someone's trying to credit some money from me on PayPal for no reason. I don't even know who you are. What the hell? All right. Anyway. Who is this by? A.K. Caggiano. Wow. Oh, this one doesn't even have a cover. Wait, does it? Kindle, come here. It keeps searching the Audible. There we go. That's a cover. PayPal. Sorry, I'm just going to try to figure this out real quick. Got to report this random. Random person trying to get $500 out of me. For what? I don't know you. All right. Well, that's a weird thing. All right. Got a new beverage. All right. Okay, great. You're in Lynn's books and critiquing him. Perfect. I might not get to them this episode doing this, but I'm doing everybody. So I hope people are here because I want to connect with the other authors in this. This is my first year in SPFBO. I'm very excited about it. So I love connecting with other people in it. I'm not trying to like nag on anyone's books or anything. I am just choosing if it's in my taste. But I do have that rule of if it's AI cover, it doesn't make my list. Because we talked about it earlier, you know, I don't have any verification if it's the ethical AI or not. So yeah. Yeah, heck yeah. I'm excited to see yours. This will be great. Okay. Thank you, Polly Vinny, for giving everyone my history. Yes, I am from Minnesota originally. I am not currently there. Nice. Wait, we're doing them right now, aren't we? Who am I doing? No, I'm doing Fantasy Faction. So we're doing Fantasy Book Critic next. We're doing them next. So you're coming up, William. I will be evaluating you. I'm fine. This is a normal thing for me to do. All right, we're in Southern again. We're going into Throne in the Dark. This is a very interesting cover. I know this is not AI immediately. This is definitely hand-drawn. And I like this style. It's given me that kind of old school, not Disney vibe, but old school comic book kind of thing. And I do like that. I think it's cute. I like that he's doing the chin thing. You know, us book girlies love the chin thing. Looks very fun. A.K. Caggiano. Book 1, Villains and Virtues. All right. It's from Get Covers, and they don't use AI unless you request it. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you for giving me the heads up on that. What if they provide a statement in the book detailing that it was done with ethical AI? Well, if they just list like what AI company they used, then we'll know if it's ethical or not, because there's Tycho was telling me that it's the Adobe, like I already forgot the name, Firefly or something, that does it. So yeah. So this is what we've recently discovered, that there is at least one that's not using stolen art. So I didn't know that until Tycho came on, and Tycho's much more embedded in the art world than I am, because I am not an artist and I cannot draw to save my life. I pay other people to do my art. Tycho is actually my artist. He did all of this, and he did it live on his Twitch. This just makes me more excited to write my first full-length book. I only have a short story published currently. Well, I'm excited for you to get your first full-length novel out there, Cheryl. Definitely tell me about it when it comes out. Get it on my TBR. All right, well, let's see what Throne in the Dark, Villains and Virtues, is about. Let's go here. His dark destiny awaits, and nothing will stand in his way except her. Dark Lord, demon spawn, prophesied realm destroyer, with a demon for a father, Damien Maleficus Bloodthorns. That's a great name. Damien Maleficus Bloodthorn, Ebony Darkness Drench of Raven Way. Sorry. Fine. Okay, seriously reading it now. With a demon for a father, Damien Maleficus Bloodthorn's destiny could be nothing but nefarious. And with the completion of his most vicious spell, Damien is on the cusp of fulfilling the evil inevitability all of his dark machinations have led to. And then her, bubbly, obnoxious, blonde. It's giving wicked. Harboring secrets of her own, a tiny yet troublesome thief calling herself Emma completely upsets Damien's malevolent plans when she mistakenly gets chained to his side through magic, forcing him to drag her across the realm, killing her with fixings, of course. But the nauseatingly sweet Emma proves herself useful on Damien's unholy crusade and then proves herself the source of something even more sinister, feelings. Will Damien be forced to abandon his birthright to help the tender thorn in his side? Or will he manage to overcome the virtue Emma insists on inspiring and instead cut it out at the heart? This seems so fun! I do paint by numbers. Yeah. Yeah, that's real art. I'm going to write fantasy. Oh, you don't have to write fantasy. I read all kinds of genres. We're just doing this is a fantasy, competition. But I love me different genres. I read almost every genre except pure erotica. Westerns, I'm not usually a huge fan of. And detective novels. Those are pretty the three that I don't read too often. But everything else I do read. So yeah, and I'm always in it. Would love an audiobook narrated with this accent. Well, I am an audiobook narrator if anyone's looking to hire. I do my own audiobooks. But it does have an audiobook. Who's it by? Ellen Quay. Wait, I feel like I know that name. Well, so far, if anybody does. I don't. It really depends on the thriller mystery. I have some that I do enjoy, but I don't love like the domestic thrillers. That's not usually my vibe, but certain ones I do like. Like, I love None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. That's great. Um, I'm trying to think of other ones that I love, but I always think of that book first when it comes to a thriller. That's right, Mambo. For those who don't know, I have a parrot. She's in her cage over here because she is a bully to my 2 dogs that are visiting. Anyway, I'm really feeling like I'm in Young Sheldon right now. I'm really getting the Texas in here. There you go. So this is book 1 of 3. This looks so fun. This looks so fun. It looks right up my alley, and I'm in it. I'm in it. I love that grumpy sunshine. I love this was immediately the song Loathing from Wicked. The very intro of Elphaba and Glinda. Unusually and incredibly peculiar and altogether quite impossible to describe. Blonde. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry. If this book doesn't have "What is this feeling so sudden and new" by the main male character, if it doesn't have it, then this book is a flop. I'm just saying. Just kidding. You can't take me seriously in this accent. Why, thanks. This is why I got this stupid challenge to do. All right. You can blame Lena. Lena is the reason we're doing this dumb challenge today. All right. Hi, Thog. Welcome in. What intrigues y'all's gals about vampires? I mean, vampires can be fun. Sometimes I do think right now, a lot of humanoid paranormal creatures, werewolves, vampires, are a little bit overdone. But I like it when they're done in a unique way or in a very comedic way. That's the way to my heart is comedy, okay? The way right into here is if you take something that is very popular, but you make fun of it in a way that still works canonically, I'm happy as can be. And this just feels so fun. This feels like a great fun time, and shoots up to the list right now. Yeah, everyone blame Lena. Where is she? She's probably working. That's right. She doesn't work 410s like me now. Okay. Well, I'm super excited about that. Let's switch accents. Can I get a British or an Irish again? I've only hit British once, but we're going back into Irish. Wow. Am I stuck in Southern? Oh no, I'm stuck in Southern. Hold on. I'm Irish now. I'm not going to do top of the morning to you. Shine of Vampires. The only kind of oh my God, I am really stuck in the Irish or the Southern. Someone give me something Irish to say. My mistress wants you to start paying the work, boys. I'm trying to do that Bridgerton scene. Okay, there we go. Stuck in the Smoky Mountains right now. It happens. It really happens sometimes to me. I got to get back into my Irish. Hold on. I'm thinking in Irish. I'm thinking of my friend Neve and Saoirse Ronan. Okay, we're thinking of them. Trying to get back into that accent. Switching between accents is actually really hard. I'm switching it again. Ah! I need an Irish character right now. Hold on. Let me go listen to... What's going to help? Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms. They're after me, Lucky Charms. There we go. I think I'm back. That's so funny. All right. King's Imitation is our next read. Now I think I'm there. I think I'm there. Is this right? Aaron Grunke? Aaron Grunke. All right. Look at the Irish. The magical legend of the leprechauns. Maggie Muldoon. Okay, there we go. Guys, this live stream is a mess with me doing these. It's an absolute mess. All right, we've got King's Imitation by Aaron Grunke. I think that's how you pronounce that last name, because I have a friend with a similar last name like that, but it's Yankee. All right, is this AI? Wait, is there automatically? There's not one credited there. Examining. I mean, the crown looks a little weird to me. It's a little wonky. It does look a little weird. Sample. What are you doing? There we go. Give me a copyright page. Why is this reading like that? Okay. Illustration, copyright, Erin Grunke. Okay, so probably not AI. I don't know if she did her own cover. I'm not entirely sure. Why is it reading like that? Oh, wait. Yeah, let's look at the paperback. This is a sample number. There we go. Are there illustrations in the book, though? That's the other thing. Because sometimes when they say illustration, they mean here, like the map. Was the map done by her? I'm not entirely sure. That's the thing, unless Erin Grunke used AI. But I can't really tell right now. The filigree and stuff, it just doesn't look very well rendered, in my opinion. Further back it was published. When was this one published? Oh, 2015? Okay, then I don't think this is AI. All right, I think we're okay. All right, well, let's read this one, shall we? Fraud, lies, deceit. It was everything that Princess Andrea's life was built on when she finds out she was not the king and queen's legitimate daughter. A warrior to the bone, she demands to ride across the kingdom and retrieve the real heir, determined to make sure he has what it takes to rule a kingdom. But things go wrong as she and the troop of soldiers sent to protect him get decimated by assassins. Now it's up to Andrea alone to protect Prince Gavin. That's the second Gavin we've had today. In the journey to the palace. However, he seems just as determined to avoid the throne as she is to get him on it, and the kingdom is no longer the same as when she left it. Okay, well, that seems really fun, though, as well. A grand cast of characters, twists and turns. This is 407 pages. Now, that's AI, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's just that art style that always looks that way to me. She's also from Minnesota. I should have done this in a Minnesotan accent. King's Invitation to Light. Read this book. La la la. See more reviews. Did anyone leaving the 1-star leave? No, of course they didn't. How about the 2? No, of course they didn't. How about the 3? Wow. People, leave your reviews so other readers can figure out what didn't you like about it. Unless it just has nothing to say. You know, all right. All right. I don't hate it. You just think Gavin reads them all. That's fair. That's absolutely a fair assessment. Who do I think? I know a Gavin, so I probably just think of my friend Gavin, or former co-worker. We used to work at Whole Foods together once upon a time ago. All right, but it is on KU. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. This one's gonna make it because I love that style of go grab someone and the reluctant kind of hero. Yeah, Gavin reads it all. It used to be How to Train Your Gavin. Wasn't that his old name? How to Train Your Gavin. That's good stuff. All right, we're on our last 3 for Fantasy Faction. I can't believe I keep forgetting the name of the blog. Strangers in Our Heads. And I also need to switch. Is that the right name? Bree Eberhardt. Okay. What will we becoming? We haven't had the French in a while. Let us be French. May have got it wrong, but I assume the illustrator is reserved for internal art. So I recall not finding a designation for cover artist. Yeah, they don't have a designation for cover artist. So I do put my illustrator. I do put that is my cover. So you'll see on my my Ashport Archives books. I'm going to talk in my regular accent for a second. So my Ashport Archives, which I can just bring up here. Let's just do. Because my sister did the cover art for these guys. Bring it up. So this is my first debut book from many a year ago. My sister did this art, so I put her as the illustrator because there was no yeah, there's no spot for it. I think they should have that. I think that's something that Amazon could improve on is crediting the cover artist versus interior art. It could be the same. But yeah, this is my old one. This one's the one that's not in SPFBO, because I personally, it was my debut baby. I think it's a lot weaker than this baby. This is my strongest, I think, just on a personal level, even though Polly Bunny loves the book. Thank you very much for loving it, Polly Bunny. I personally think, you know, it could have some improvements. And that's an honest review from the author herself. I'm not going to fake hype up a book that I'm like, nope, you know what? I see my own flaws. I have grown from my own flaws. And I hope other authors can do that. So think of Gavin McLeod from Captain Love Boat. Love Boat. It's a fun ride. It is a fun ride. It is just my baby. It published in, it says 2017. This is a different edition though. When I didn't understand how Amazon worked. So it's actually published in 2016. So this was a republish because I couldn't figure out things on Amazon when I was a baby author and I didn't know anything. We've been on a long journey to get where we are today, I'll say. But yeah, so it says illustrator. There's no interior art in this. So it's just this beautiful watercolor that my sister did during a snowstorm. Second book I'm publishing now is arguably better than the first, but it's the second in the series, so into SPFBO the first one goes. That is totally fair. I'm not sure that may have rights implications. I credited in credits page, and at the bottom of the ver I paid on the copyright of the art too. That is also a fair point. That is a fair point. So this one's just because it's my sister, so she didn't do anything like that to me, but like I bought the copyright stuff from Tycho for my art so I can use this and stuff. So it is mine. Anyone see the resemblance to Mambo? It's weird because I wrote this before I got her. Wrote it before I got my bird. Thank you. You can say hi to my sister. She's also on oh, she doesn't stream much anymore. Well, I'll pass along your compliments. But she did all of them. If you guys want to see all of the covers. This is personally my favorite. This is the audiobook I'm currently recording. I did the first one. It's not as good quality because I used a bad program. I'm using a better one now for the second. But I'm currently halfway done recording this. We have Cage of the Karuta, Fall of the Isradum. That's my first series. There we go. Okay. Minor interlude into that. Going back over to this book that we're supposed to be looking at, this one. And I need to spin my wheel. Spin my, oh wait, no, I'm French. We already decided that I was French. What am I doing? Okay, anyway. Are there any animals for which you like humans better than them? Oh, there's always animals better. Rabbits. You know this, Polly Bunny. Rabbits suck. And I hate them. I get what you meant by Sister Q. I'm going to tell you said it just like that, so. Okay, so we are French now for strangers in our heads by Brie Eberhard. I like this cover though. I love a good like split cover like that. It's giving you Free Sam, which I've never read because I've been told that book will make me cry, and I do not like to cry when I read books. I cry enough without reading them. But I like this. I love this style. It's a beautiful style. All right, let's see. Gemma, a 17-year-old orphan and empath, wants nothing more than to be normal. But after her older sister is killed in a hit and run, she discovers she can drain the energy out of any living thing. Fearing she might hurt someone with the faintest touch, Gemma flees from her foster home, guided by a boy she's dreamed about for years but doesn't believe is real. Meanwhile, Theo, the 18-year-old astral projecting leader of a ragtag group of magical misfits. Wait! That's my log line for Ashport. It's a ragtag group full of mythological misfits is my log line for Ashport. Bree, we are on the same page. Okay, sorry. Theo, the 18-year-old astral projecting leader of a ragtag group of magical misfits, is doing everything he can to protect his found family after he failed to keep his little sister alive. From rummaging through dumpsters for food, stealing there from convenience stores, and throwing punches in illegal fighting rings for extra cash, there's nothing he won't do to keep the crew safe from the authorities who are hunting kids like them. When Gemma shows up in Theo's world, their dreams become a shocking reality. The problem is that neither thought the other truly existed. Now they have to learn how to trust each other in person, as much as they had in their fantasies. If they want their secrets to remain hidden, what's worse? Theo didn't guide her there. Instead, a vengeful entity hell-bent on stealing Gemma's powers did. She and Theo must work through their grief to banish him or risk losing each other for good. But doing so won't be easy when kids with powers are being hunted by something far, far worse than a ghost. In a cruel contemporary world, can a handful of teens rely on one another to beat the odds? This is giving very much X-Men. We have Rogue. It's also giving this other book that I read called Color World many years ago. I did not enjoy that book at all, though. That was a very bad book. Yeah. The ragtag group of adjective noun is a trope. How to plagiarize. Is it a trope? I mean, it's just the phrasing. Ragtag group of blank blank. But that's what I say for Ashport, is a ragtag group of mythological misfits. Yeah, not plagiarism, but yeah. It's not plagiarism. This one was published in 2023. 2023. So this is very new. I like this though, even though it does seem very heavy. I hope it doesn't make me cry. But as someone who also has dumpster dove all her life with my father, I will be adding this. This gets added. Let's take a look. Take a wee bit of a look. 5 stars, 6 ratings, all 5 stars. Heart-popping, pain-stirring, emotional adventure. This is a book to read. Beautiful. I think that's going to be a very important book, you know, very much. It's yeah. Oh, the bunny invasion. That is my worst nightmare. I am horribly afraid of rabbits. It was horrible, absolutely terrible. I still think it's totally incidental. Oh, it's definitely not plagiarism. It's a logline. No, I think probably when he's just making a joke. Probably when he knows me very well, just making a joke that it's very similar to my own logline. So. Yeah, I'm not taking it seriously as that at all. I just think it's a connection. Hey, Bree, if Bree ever sees this, hey, I see you. Wonderful. All right. Let's to the next accent. I'm getting so tired. We're going back in the Irish. See, I can get from French to Irish real quickly, but apparently going from Southern to anything else is real difficult. All right, we are on our last two. The last two from Fantasy Faction. Hidden Worlds. And who's this by? Kit Campbell. Because that's a common title. So we're going to need the author name for that. This is an old one, isn't it? It's from 2010. I like how 2010 is old now. All right. Hidden Worlds by Kit Campbell. Now, this is not AI. This is definitely an illustrated cover, so that's nice. It's very... What is it giving me? There's a specific style of, like, middle grade books that I feel like is this style, but I can't remember what it is. I don't hate it. I think it's very cute style. I think it's a style that went out of fashion, and we should probably bring back. It's very, very nice illustrative title. Very cool. Let's take a look at what it is. Marjorie has always felt like she's had no one to share the stories in her head with. That changes when she stumbles across the Spork Room. What? A magical writing community that might be accessible through her closet one day. Her closet one day and the school bathroom the next. The Spork Room has many useful writing tools, but the crowning one is the door through which all stories come to life. There's only one rule. Don't go through the door without telling someone. When Marjorie breaks the rule, she and her pirate main character release an unspeakable evil, unbalancing the door and making escape from it impossible. Now aided by a jack-of-all-trades character named Someone, Marjorie and her pirate must set everything right by defeating this evil or be trapped inside the door forever. That seems so fun. This seems so charming. This looks real cute. Little portal fantasy kind of thing. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That seems super fun. That just seems super fun. All right. The last one for this is Russian. I got British one time. One time. What a time here. All right. The first scars. The first scars by Ivor K. Hill. Ivor K. Hill. Oh. Oh. I think this might be our first, not our first Grimdark, but definitely looks like a Grimdark. Oh, wait, that's Irish. Definitely looks like Grimdark. There we go. Too British for the heck of it. No, this one feels, it's by Ivor K. Hill, The First Scars. He looks like he could be a Russian man. So we're doing Russian. Now, however, this is giving AI. Look, his hands disappear. They disappear into sword. So to me, it's giving me AI. Whoops. Accidentally clicked. This was this year. Cover. Oh, no. There's cover artist. Okay. Never mind. I was mistaken. Maybe it's just meant to be Misty. David Leahy. Look. Cover artist right there. Beautiful. Okay. It definitely looks AI. No guarantee that he didn't use AI to do stuff with it, but it has an actual credit of human being who had a website as well. Actually, maybe should we go check out the website? What was it? davidleahy.com? Leahy Art. www.leahyart.com. This site doesn't exist. Is it credited incorrectly? Well, that's weird. I typed in this and it didn't come up. Okay, so we have... Here is Leahy Art. Why does this look AI? I want an about. I want to know their process. That's fair. AI does pull from a repository of graphic art. He's got a sandworm. I went back into Irish. Oops, there was a booty up there. It does feel that way, like especially this one. Especially this one. Sorry, back into Russian. Steampunk VR. Gallery quality art print 100% copyright printed. Each art print is a sheet size. I want to know more about the medium and like what the process is for this. I don't know. It's a little sketchy. put that one into AI or not, and it says likely human. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, Ben. You are a trooper in this. Literally using computer programs that affects to do art is not done by. Oh, I know that. Yeah. Okay. The only thing for me that was, suspicious here is really these hands, because they look like they morph into each other, which is an AI kind of thing. That's why I had the red flag for that. That's the only reason for it. And kind of the tapering off like that, but that also could just be stylistic, Okay, well, let's read about it and see. Before resurrection, there must be death. The immortal branded are needed once more. The druidic curse has returned to the fatherland, and an entire city has fallen. The Great One calls for aid, and the devout and the desperate come in droves to sear their skin with his mark. Niko Puchev, see, I need to be doing this as Russian, reeling from his banishment from the old magic inquest, seeks to prove his detractors wrong, and can see no better path than to take the brand. But Tasha Zolanova volunteers with a single question on her lips. Can the curse be saved? Can the cursed be saved? To end the nightmare, Niko, Tasha, and the other branded must destroy the source. They will scour the bloody, hate-ridden streets of Ranitsa city, their every step stalked by the ravening cursed, and they will die over and over, only to wake once more, clinging to their swords and the tatters of their wills. But the truth lurking behind the curse will tear them from their souls. Yeah. Beautiful. This seems very grim dark, which is not usually my jam, but I keep trying to find a grim dark that I will like. The first scars. 300. It seems like it should be a 5,000 page book. Power, sacrifice, nature, thrilling, very exciting. Page turner. Very nice. Okay. Well, that, my dear friends, is the last of these guys in Fantasy Faction. Ta-da! That marks 3 hours of doing this, and we have a stream later tonight to do. So I'm going to take a break. I am going to probably walk my dogs again, although you're still pretty down. You want to go outside? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you want to go outside? No? We're just down. Down for the count. Pie. Pineapple. You want to go outside? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Nope, she's down too. Maybe not. But anyway, I need to eat lunch and stuff before I continue forward with tonight's stream. If you don't know, tonight we do productivity sprints. So if you guys want to join me for there, I will be doing more of these. So I think next episode we will go through Fantasy Book Critic. I wanted to do more today, but we have so much going on that I think I will chop these up into everybody's designated group and then continue forward. I know some of these will probably change. I'm hoping for one in particular in that last group that it does. Yeah, because I really don't think that person deserves a spot anywhere in these kind of competitions or conventions that I go to where I see him. Woo! It is a lot. Thank you for joining, Ben. I appreciate you coming in. I'm excited to check out your stuff. William as well. Thank you for stopping by. That's cool. Yeah, call me Q. Everyone calls me Q. That's what I go by. I will say there is one person on this list who has a Reads with Rachel video, an authors behaving badly video about him, and I do personally know this person. And he has lied to my face, and he catfished a bunch of people and committed fraud, and also fetishizes lesbians. So everything allegedly, but not really. I'll hold on. There's a name here. that we did cover. Right here. Sorry, not that name. That one, just search that name and Reads with Rachel, and you will find exactly who I'm talking about and why I'm hesitant to like message Mark Lawrence about it. Just because I don't want to come off as like petty or vengeful or anything. But personally, I think his spot should go to someone who hasn't done what he's done in the past. So that's up to Mark to decide and the judges and stuff. But personally, I have a friend who didn't get into this competition, and that spot should go away for somebody else who is more deserving. That is just my personal opinion. But yeah. Cool. All right, cool. Awesome. I'm going to go now. I will be back in a couple hours with productivity sprints. If you guys are trying to get word counts in, trying to get reading done, craft stuff, we do these every Friday here. And that's what we're this Sunday is a writing stream. It's another 10K day. So if you guys are writing your new stuff, I'm working on a new book. You can come in for that. That is an all-day stream where we're writing 10,000 words. But that's what's going on. All my links are in the description. All the links to the blogs in SPFBO are also there. And my Ko-fi page is there if you want to support me as a content creator. I super appreciate it. I have a viewer pool list. So if you want to make sure a book gets on my TBR and in my TBR game in the viewer pool, which does come up pretty much every round of my TBR game, you can throw a book in there. It can be your own book. I don't mind. And you can also commission me on Ko-fi to immediately read it like right now. That one you have to pay me for because it goes immediately. It infiltrates the actual TBR and all the jazz. And if you want to send me a book, the Amazon wish list is there. Cool. All right. That's the spiel of the day. I won't ignore your request at all. I see it. I write it on a slip of paper and it goes in the jar for the viewer pool. If you haven't seen my TBR game, it's wild and crazy fun. But it will go on there. And yeah, so even if I didn't like a book here, you can still make me read a book I didn't want to read. So yeah, all those links are in the description. I will see you guys later tonight. There is a new video out on my YouTube as well of baking lilac cookies and going on a book shopping spree with a Bombadil interlude. And Bombadil is my nephew. He's my fur nephew. Cool. Oh, got it. Okay, I'll add you. Perfect. Is it on that? Okay, cool. All right, I will add you. Perfect. Thank you guys. And I will see you all later tonight if you join me again.